All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome to Tech Talk. Yeah, the #1 podcast on the entire internet. That is an opinion, not a fact.
That's right. That's right.
Just got to clarify that. I don't need any more lawsuits. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to 8/16/2025 at approximately 11:52 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Whoa.
Coming at you through the power of the internet. Just steal everybody's things. Hey, beautiful bastards. Wow, Blue Varro just gave us $10 right out of the gate.
That's right, because I said Jerry says we need a $5 super chat to go live.
Yeah, hey, Blue Varro, we just went live twice for you, brother.
That's right.
We went live so hard. Hey, Pele, what's going on, brother? Kayudan? He said, I don't see anything. Well, you do now. You do now. Guys, sorry that we're so late this morning. That's actually my bad. Sometimes I get selfish and I monopolize my co-host's time here since we usually only talk about once a week because we're both like, freaking introverts or whatever you want to call it. So I wanted to have some personal time alone with the AuxxZillary Meister. And we got to talking about a lot of cool stuff. A lot of it we probably should have said on stream because it would have been fun for you guys too. But, some of it was like personal, some of it,
Yeah.
Got to get personal. Got to get man to man. Get the man tears out. And then you go live after that, and then you feel better for it. And I'm operating on approximately 1 hour of sleep, but it's not really sleep because I just sat there and cuddled my wife for an hour, not able to get to sleep, knowing that the alarm was going to go off any second. Have you ever had that happen where it's like the alarm's going to go off in an hour, and then you can't get to sleep because you're just constantly thinking about how many minutes are left before the alarm goes off? And then it's weird because it almost feels like it's longer than an hour. Because you're constantly thinking about it. You're like, hey, is it almost up? Is the time almost up yet? And then you almost feel like you get 2 hours, but then you're like, I didn't go to sleep. So I didn't get anything extra. And then if you do go to sleep, on the off chance you do close your eyes, you go to sleep, it's like the second your eyes go to sleep and you feel any weight, that hour just goes by. It's almost like general anesthesia. It's freaking crazy. Hey, what's up, Chris? Chris B coming at us from Romania. From the Romanian Empire. I don't know Romania. I don't know a lot about Romania. Is Romania where? Let's see.
Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe. So Romania, is that?
I think it bumps up against Germany.
I'm trying to think of like what I know Romania for. Like what do I know Romania for? Without being horribly offensive.
The Romans. Duh.
I don't think it works that way, brother.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, that's funny.
I know that's an Italy thing. I'm just goofing.
Networking guy, no worries, man. Thank you for doing a good cause.
It might be a little not PC, but I think gypsies traditionally are Romani.
I almost said that, but that's why I said I don't want to be offensive.
I don't.
Well, he said it now, so let's just throw it out in the open. Are gypsies from Rome? Is that like where gypsies are from?
From Romania.
Rome
is a city in Italy.
Because here's my logic thinking that is I'm thinking of Rome, or sorry, not Rome. God, now you got me all confused. I'm like Romania, and then I think Roma, and Roma from like the fucking Pew Pew guy, Keanu Reeves shooting everybody. John Wick.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's a part of the Roma family thing, which he calls them gypsies or whatever. So I'm like, I was trying to make all the connections there.
Yeah.
So, and then I was thinking like Lock, Stock, and Two Smoking Barrels. Or no, not Lock, Stock, and Two. Is that the one? The one with the bare knuckle fighting and
that's Snatch.
Snatch. God, I love that movie.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Snatch, it is great. It's great.
Snatch is great.
Oh my God.
Gypsies are from North India. I don't think that's necessarily true.
You know what? I'm thinking gypsies probably are all over the place because isn't the whole point of gypsies to move around?
I think the more traditional or stereotypical gypsy is more the.
Okay. Oh, actually, no. There is some truth to what he said. So it says that they're more. So gypsies are more accurately known as the Romani or Roma people, but it says their origins trace back to northern India.
No shit.
Yeah. Particularly regions like
today I learned.
Yeah, Punjab. I like saying Punjab. I wish I lived in Punjab just because for some reason I sound dirty whenever I sound like, I want some Punjab. Where do you live? Oh, I'm all up in that Punjab. You know what I'm saying? But isn't it sad that I know of gypsies from a movie's representation Like, that's the first thing I think of. I don't think of like my education or learning about like cultural things and stuff in school.
That is
I'm like,
terrible.
I watched John Wick, and I watched a movie where Brad Pitt couldn't speak a lick of English. And if you watch Snatch, it's hilarious.
Well, no, that's a little different though too, right? Brad Pitt's a pikey, which is a little different.
Oh, what's a pike? Okay, I'm going to get really offensive.
That's more of a English Irish thing, at least in the context of that movie. I don't know exactly how that might be in the real world.
Oh, okay. So hold on here. So what is the difference?
This is why we don't ever get onto our topics.
I know, all right? But hey, how else are we going to learn about this stuff, right?
It doesn't.
Right.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, my bad. See, I don't see. This is where my American ignorance. It doesn't.
Yeah, I don't know anything, guys. I'm speaking out my ass here. Okay, so gypsies are the Romani people, an ethnic group originally from northern India who migrated to Europe over 1,000 years ago.
In between there, my bad.
Okay, so whoever said they're from northern India was right. That's like where they technically originated
there
from.
Again, today I learned.
Yep, and it says they have a distinct language called Romani. Oh, really? Romani is a language too? So they like have their own language? Okay, it says, gypsy is still used in some official contexts, like gypsy traveler. Many prefer the term Romani or Roma, as gypsy carries stereotypes and romanticized portrayals. Yeah, okay.
Which is shitty.
It says not all Romani people live Nordic lives. Many are settled and integrated into a broader society. Okay, now we're on to pikey. Oh, shit. Okay, so pikey is a derogatory slang term used mainly in the UK and Ireland, historically aimed at Irish travelers. So I guess Irish gypsies, right? Because gypsies are travelers.
Yeah, if you want to put it that way.
But also used more broadly to insult anybody perceived as poor, nomadic, or working class. Wait, so I guess actually historically working class has been seen as poor.
The dialect that he uses, he's like, it's not English, it's not Irish, it's
something else.
Like it's a weird. Yeah. It's a. Well, I suppose like in English, like American English, it would be a pigeon, which is spelled P-I-D-G, not like the bird. It's P-I-D-G-E-N. It's like a weird mishmash language.
I will tell you this though: if you've never seen Snatch, you owe it yourself to watch Snatch. It is a fantastic movie.
Guy Ritchie makes good movies.
He does. And he puts the same people in like every movie too.
Yeah, because I think he did Lock, Stock, Two Smoking Barrels.
He did for sure.
Snatch, The Usual Suspects. Those three movies are all kind of like, I don't think they're not like in the same universe. But it's like a weird sort of like semi-trilogy kind of. They're very related.
They are linked. They are linked on some level. I know that, but I don't remember like what the proper link is. Guy Ritchie didn't do Usual Suspects, but it has a similar vibe. Who did Boondock Saints? That's another great movie if you've never seen that.
Troy Duffy?
Oh, I don't even know. Really? I don't even recognize that name.
It's vaguely familiar.
The Boondock Saints. That's another. If you've never seen that, that's an amazing movie. That's another amazing one. Yep. I really like these movies where it's like the anti-hero, I guess is what you'd call it. Like all the people where it's like you're kind of rooting for them, but they're kind of evil in themselves. They're just not the evilest. Like a great example is like Deadpool. Deadpool is like an anti-hero, right? Sure. It's like Deadpool has no problem killing like dozens of people, ranging from somebody who stole a candy bar to somebody who like, murdered a bunch of children. He's pretty indifferent about it, right? Like he doesn't get like, I shouldn't say he doesn't get attachment because he does have attachment to like his girlfriend, for instance, but he can kill pretty much indiscriminately. He doesn't feel bad about it. Like that's the only reason he, when he tried to join the X-Men or whatever, they're like, the one rule is, you can't just be running around killing everybody, and he doesn't understand. Yeah. He's like, it's just easier, just shoot him. Like, remember the kid in the movie where the kid's like shooting fireballs and he just pulls out his gun and he's getting ready to shoot him in the head. And he's like, no. Klaus is like, no, you can't do that. You can't just shoot him in the head.
Good movies.
God,
I'm looking at the list of Guy Ritchie flicks, and
here go down the list. I want to hear like
Lock, Stock. Okay. But so this is rewinding through time. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, great movie. If you haven't seen it,
I've seen that one. That's a really good one.
It's really fun. The Gentleman, which is actually a TV series.
Haven't seen that one.
It's like this guy inherits his uncle's like pot Empire, kind of, or something like that. There is a movie too. I don't know that he did the movie.
Wait, what is it called again?
He did. He did The Gentleman.
The Gentleman. Yeah, that's weird. I
he did the movie as well. So there is a short series on Netflix by the same name. There's a movie as well. The Covenant, not bad. Good war propaganda style movie. Very U.S. exceptionalism. Operation Fortune, Ruse de Guerre, which I've heard mixed reviews on, but I love a good sort of spy heist flick, so I do want to see that one.
Here, can you name some off the list that the rest of us have probably seen? Like,
these are tough
I don't
movies,
recognize.
man.
Like, I recognize one of the movies you said. It's like I know I watched a lot of Guy Ritchie shit.
Wrath of Man.
I've seen Wrath of Man. That was a good one.
Jason Statham in it.
That was
That's
really
a good one.
That was really good. He plays
Aladdin,
the worker, right? Is that the one where he plays like the
apparently.
worker? And the guys come and like rough up the site or whatever, and he like
end up killing his son or something.
Yeah, I remember. Yep.
Aladdin. I guess he did the screenplay for Aladdin, the live action.
That's
Aladdin.
A little kind of out of left field. He must have needed a paycheck that day.
Weird. Of course. Oh, there's a TV series on Snatch. Holy shit! Didn't know that.
You're joking? Really? How have I not seen that?
Apparently on IMDb.
Snatch
apparently
TV
20
show.
Episodes.
Holy shit! Yeah, it's none of the original cast though. Like it's all recast, but I'll be down.
These are writing credits. My bad. I'm sorry.
2017 to 2018, Snatch, the TV series created by AuxxZillary.
As a director, Fountain of Youth, which is a very recent movie, just come out. Again, mixed reviews. It's got John Krasinski at the head of it. It feels like a national treasure style kind of.
Wait, what's that one called again?
Fountain of Youth.
Fountain of Youth. I don't think I've seen that one either.
Very new. Let's see. Gentleman Covenant, Operation Fortune, Wrath of Man.
Holy shit, Pele! Pele!
Wow, thanks,
Pele!
man.
My God!
Have you done anything fun this summer? I bought a new monitor because my nice 4K one got smooshed.
Wait, what happened now?
I had to buy a new monitor because my nice 4K one got smooshed during the move.
Oh man, that sucks.
I'm really bummed. I'm actually really bummed because I really like this. But I have now. It's a Samsung Odyssey G5. It's you fucking nerds out there are gonna be like, because I've talked some shit about ultra wides, and now I have this 34-inch curved ultra wide. It's 1440. 165 hertz, all that fancy pants stuff.
I just looked it up. It actually says it's 180 hertz.
The Odyssey G5?
Odyssey G5. It says, and I'm looking at Samsung's site, the G51F QHD 180 hertz 1 MS gaming monitor, 32-inch Odyssey.
Mine might not be that particular one.
Oh, do they make like multiple versions of it? Here, let me see.
They might. This is actually they're up to like a G9 now.
So it's 2560 by 1440 resolution. Does that sound right?
It's the LC34G55T is the full model number.
LC30. Oh, it's a 34-inch then, not a 32-inch. Okay, so it's a little bit
34.
Gotcha. God, what did they stick you for that thing?
A little under 300.
Serious? You got a great deal on that because the 32-inch Odyssey is $309 right now on sale on Samsung's site. So you got a great deal on that.
Yeah, I paid $299 plus tax, I guess.
Let's see. Yeah, it looks like the smaller one. It just has it has slightly higher refresh rate at 180 hertz and different resolution too.
Yeah.
What's the resolution on yours?
It's ultra wide, so 3440 or whatever it is. 3440 by 1440.
Oh, so it's really ultra. This is like super ultra wide. This is like the one that's like. Well, I mean, if it's 31, that'd be three 1440 displays.
Because I think the regular, like if it were just your regular 16 by 9, is 20 something by 1440. This is 21, right? 21 by 9.
Okay, because I know my neighbor has the really big one. Fuck, they go up to 57 now?
Yeah, you can get monster ones.
You are shitting me.
And they'll wrap like it's almost like your full.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. This is wild.
Whatever.
I'll post a link in chat.
If I got two of these and put them next to each other, it would be basically my full width of vision. It could wrap almost completely my entire vision if I got two of these.
I thought the biggest Samsung we're talking monitor, not TVs, right? Yeah. These are dedicated monitors. The biggest one that I've seen, because my neighbor has it. He bought it like I think a year or two ago, and it's the 49-inch. And now they have a 57-inch ultra wide. This thing is crazy. Here, I'm gonna throw my affiliate link there in chat on the off chance anybody needs one of these monitors. There you go.
Cool so far. I need it to be up a little bit more though. It's about 3 inches. Like it doesn't adjust up and down, right? So I need it to be about 3 inches. It should technically be about 3 inches higher.
Did you know you have a device in your possession that can make standoffs that are of any size that fits any device that spits out plastic?
You mean my Ultimaker 2?
Yeah, that'd be the one.
My Ultimaker 2 Plus.
See,
yeah, actually,
if you turn it on, that thing makes feet like a motherfucker.
You know, I have used it, right?
Yep,
you know,
I know you have. No, I know you have. I know you have.
Okay, I'm like, it hasn't just been collecting dust. I'll show you. I printed out a big Lego skeleton. I've got like a half a skull. I run out of filament. I need to swap the filament.
You know what makes them badass though? You know what makes 3D printers more badass than anything? Guys, listen to me. If you want a 3D printer, right, and you can't talk your wife into it or your significant other, all you got to do is show them how it fixes everything. Like it makes hooks, wire management, fixed door handles, knobs on your stove, broken light switches, switch panels, anything you can think of, crown molding, anywhere in your house that you have something that's broken, you can just say, hey, see that 3D printer over there? That thing can just chunk out whatever we need to fix that bad boy. Stick it in there, rough it up with some sandpaper, paint it. You'll never know. You'll never know the difference. I use my 3D printer for printing standoffs for everything. I used it to print legs. So my end tables next to my bed, they were too low. I didn't like how low they were. So I went and measured it. I measured the exact deck height of the bed because I wanted them to be level with the bed. And I measured the height of the thing. And then I took the difference. I went into Fusion 360. I drew a block, just a rectangle, made it as long as I needed to extend the leg, added 3 more inches on it, and then hogged out the inside by doing a Boolean subtract. And it gave it an orifice to stick each leg in. I 3D printed 4 of them for each side of the bed, slid them onto the legs, put them on there, and it is rock stable. It's just as stable as it was with the original legs. And the cool thing is you can use whatever color filament you want. You know, you can even use wood filament. Like I should have, in hindsight, I should have used my wood filament because that would have been badass to have it like match the wood color, the natural wood color. But I plan to paint them anyways. So I printed out feet. I printed out feet for my bed. The last bed I had, I actually printed risers for that one to bring it up a little bit because there's certain things you do off the side of the bed that you just wanted at a precise height. I won't go any further than that, but that worked really well. I've used it to fix fix a part on the microwave. I've used it to fix broken clips on things like on cars, like with the bumper clips, and clips for like stuff on the interior dash. And you don't have to model 90% of it. Like if it's something that's even remotely common, I guarantee somebody on the internet's already modeled it somewhere. You can find everything. You want boost gauge clusters for your car to like hold your boost gauges. You want to reprint a vent, like you have a broken vent in your car or even your house. I mean, you can 3D print, like if you have a vent missing, like on the floor, you can even 3D print a register, like somebody 3D model a register that goes in like the vent hole, that, with the adjustable fins and everything print in place. So you can print so much stuff that just fixes your life and makes your life amazing. And like you were just talking, you're like, oh, this monitor doesn't go up and down. It's like, dude, you could go in there and because I noticed it has like a V base, right? So it's not the most conventional base to like raise up without having like a full platform. Well, you wouldn't need the full platform. All you'd have to do is 3D print a block in the back and then contour the top of it so it goes into the little orifice under there so it fits, within the boundary so it doesn't slide around. And then just print 2 more small ones that just go out on the tippy tips and get it exactly the height. All you got to do is just sit there at your desk, get your chair where you want to, get your monitor, look straight ahead, measure from the desk to the center, measure to where it is right now, take that delta, print, create your 2 standoffs, the ones for the end, print 2 of those, and the one in the middle, print 1 of those, you're done. Now within a couple of hours, your monitor's exactly in the position you want it. You could even take it further than that too. Like if you wanted to make it look like factory, you could print a black V that goes along the entire bottom of the mount that's like the same shape and form factor so that it just looks like it's thicker to raise it up, right? So you got all kinds of options. Or, I mean, also it probably has a Visa mount on it, so you could probably buy like a $20 desk mount Visa arm that you could put that thing on, depending on how heavy it is. Depends on if it's really, really heavy, that might not be the greatest option. But I cannot believe how big these screens are. This 32:9 aspect ratio, right? So that'd be
that's super wide. That's
like two. That's two 16:9 side by side, 2 wide screens side by side. 240 hertz, 57 inches. The resolution 7680 by 2160. So it's two proper 4K side by side at 240 hertz in 1 millisecond. Do you have to plug these things into multiple display ports? Because I don't know.
Not this one. No.
Because I have a cable. I had to get a special cable just to be able to do 120 hertz at 4K. So how do you do two 4Ks at 240 hertz with one cable?
The refresh, maybe. I think the DP, what is it? The newest DisplayPort can handle that. On the one
HDMI
cable.
won't. Does the new HDMI spec handle that, or would you have to use DisplayPort? Would DisplayPort be like a necessity at that point?
Let me see here. What's the latest? Is 2.1? DisplayPort 2.1?
Yep, 2.1. Because I'm just thinking about that. I'm like, dude, that's the equivalent of two 4K monitors, each running at 240 hertz. That's double the bandwidth of what I'm running.
DisplayPort 2. Well, this is okay. Take this as a grain of salt. This is Google AI overview. So
fair enough.
You know, it does say it's designed to support 4K at 240 hertz.
Dude, this is just nutty, man.
Yeah.
And so you can connect how many? So if you have an Nvidia GPU, you've got usually 4 ports, right?
Usually 3 display ports and an HDMI.
But you can use them all at the same time because I did. I had 3 HDMIs, 3 display ports, and then the 1 HDMI up at the top for my widescreen.
It's a bit of a caveat.
What's the caveat?
When you do add more monitors, you are going to you might not be able to run 4 of these 4K monitors at 240 hertz. And also,
is there a resolution limit or
something? No, it's not so much the resolution limit. It's more the like a VRAM sort of thing. Like if you're trying to rock a game at 4K and push 240 hertz, you're going to need near the top end because you're going to every extra monitor you add is going to take a little bit of performance. It's like something like 3 to 5%. So just having them on your desktop, no big deal. But if you're going to jump into like Forza and you're going to try and rock that at 4K 240 hertz, you might run into some problems if you're not on a very high-end graphics card. Okay, I would say you'd want to shoot for at least 12 gigs of VRAM if you're going to do that.
So an RTX 5090 is like what? 32 gigs?
24.
Like that? Oh, is it 24 still?
I didn't know.
I didn't know the 59s were still 24. I thought that they upped it since the 4090. I might be wrong.
Oh no, my bad. Yeah, the 5090 is 32.
32. My bad. So 32 gigs. So yeah, I'm looking at it and it looks like you could.
That's plenty. That's that's outrageously enough. Yeah.
Okay, so it says the RTX 5090 is a powerhouse. It says it should be able to handle. Yeah, it says you could hook up 4 32:9 7680 by 2160 resolution
and that's
displays.
Basically all the way around you. That'd be like,
dude, that would be insane.
You got 4 of those.
Dude, you could stack them. You could do 2 on the bottom, 2 on the top.
Yeah, that'd be clever. That'd be real cool.
I'd love that aspect ratio.
There's certain ones too where you'd go where like they're practically bezel-less, you know, because like on the bottom of this, I don't know if there's like speakers or something in the bottom corners of this monitor, but the bottom edge has got like a 3/4 of an inch worth of nonsense, but the actual side bezels are.
Are we going to talk about? Wait. Are we going to talk on some serious stuff in this channel? Oh, every week,
like
man.
What?
Every week we talk about serious stuff.
Like what? What do you want? What serious stuff?
Just keep in mind, what's serious to us might not be what's serious to you, though. That's the difference. But we always talk about serious stuff. Like we wouldn't talk about it if it wasn't serious.
I'm curious. Yeah. What do you consider?
This is we're conducting the Daniel test.
Do you want to talk like geopolitics or something? How 14th century Russian literature affected the Byzantine Empire.
Yeah, do you want to talk about
what kind of serious?
How Trump gave Putin a blowjob the other day with a royal red carpet rollout with our military getting down on their hands and knees for him.
Serious?
I mean, we can talk about that if you want.
The effect of child cancer in the United States.
You know, we could talk about fucking Roblox. Actually, that is one of the topics.
How much more monitors does a human want to connect and use? 2 is good enough for some useful. I mean,
once you have something, it's hard to go back. Like, let me give you an example. I have been using TVs as monitors since back in, I think my first one was 2008 when I took my 42-inch Westinghouse like plasma TV that was so hot it like turned the plastic brown on top of it from the radiant heat. I had that sucker hooked up, and I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked after that. Going from I went from a 24-inch widescreen computer monitor that I had 2 of them side by side, and I ditched those to go with the one bigger, and it was only 1080p, so it's like it actually cost me resolution in the end, But just having that huge image was amazing. Like I was instantly stuck on it. But here's the thing. Now every time I went to another computer that had a small monitor on it, I couldn't stand it. Like I was so used to just having this all-encompassing view. So then what do? I go get 3 42s. Then after I get 3 42s, then I get 3 50s. Right? And I just upgrade as I go. But now after being surrounded by, 10 foot wide of display, you go to anything smaller, even if the resolution's increased. Because I'm going to be honest, even at 4K resolution, the pixels per inch is still like at the distance I sit from the screen is still perfectly acceptable. Like I can't look at individual pixels. So therefore, any additional resolution is just a waste of graphics horsepower for me, honestly. And that's on 3 50-inch screens. And I technically could, with this graphics card, hook up another 50 if I wanted to up on the top and have like an inverted T. But once you have a big display like this, it is really hard to go back to small display. As a matter of fact, I even struggle going to my laptop. Like when I'm laying in bed and I'm doing stuff on my laptop, it like takes my brain a good second to adjust to where, because all my computers, like even in my bedroom, I have my computer in my bedroom that I game on, and I also do other stuff. I have a lap board and a mouse so I can work on the computer in there. That one even is connected to like a 74-inch screen that's like, it's like 15 feet away. But it's like once you have big format screens, it is really difficult to go the other direction. And then the weird thing is looking at the ultra wide stuff, every time I look at them, I'm like, man, that's really weird. Like how narrow they are, but how, and how wide they are. It always throws me off. But I'm like, is that really all that different from what I'm looking at? It's like, yeah, I do have more horizontal height with like the 3 screens. But at the end of the day, it's like if they made a bigger version of that wide screen, it would eventually look like this with no bezels, which would be badass. And that's exactly what I'd want if that was available. So, so I would say that there is, and as far as usefulness, like when you say, nobody needs more than 640K of memory, right? Like Bill Gates back in like Windows 3.1 or whatever, or DOS. The truth is, it depends on what you do. As a software developer, when I was at Microsoft, I had 4 monitors on my dev box. I had 4.
Yeah, okay.
I had in the middle, I had one that was in landscape. I had 2 on the side that were on portrait, and then I had 1 down below that sat at an angle like this that I use for my documentation. And when you're a developer, you want to be able to have your full screen dev environment. You want to be able to have a window here for your MSDN enlistment, for all the API documentation. Then you want to have another thing open that's like your full source depot and all your enlistment windows and command windows or whatever. And then the final one's your web browser. So you can go hunting around for stuff that you need on the internet. And once you're used to that setup, even losing 1 monitor, you feel naked. You feel like it just does not feel the same. Like even though you could just snap, back in those days they didn't have the snap, but now you can just snap it to half the screen, right? If you have an ultra wide, you snap it to half the screen. It's like now you don't need another screen because now you're just using 2 halves of the same screen to get the same data. And it's like, yeah, there's a lot of scenarios where that would work, but you're still losing the space. Like I would rather have the entire screen dedicated to that than just half or a quarter. But if you're used to small screens and you go to a big screen like this, the first thing you'll notice is you can break it into quadrants. So like you go get yourself like a 4K 50-inch screen. It's the same as having 4 1080p screens that are like, roughly 24. It's like having 4 24-inch basically 1080p displays, which back in the day, that would have been like state of the art. There was a time where that was like the highest you could get, right? And so you could break that up into the quadrants at Windows, and it's like now you could replace your 1 monitor with 1 TV, and it'd be the equivalent of having 4 of those other displays in a square pattern. And I'd rather have the TV, honestly, because 1, you don't have any bezels, and 2, you don't have to mess with the multi-mon setup. Because that's the one thing I will complain about with Windows, is Windows does not handle multi-mon well. It gets better with every version. It definitely gets better and improved, but it still struggles with DPI shit. It struggles with mismatched displays. Like you want to make sure if you have multiple displays, they're all the same. Really struggles with HDMI. Like if you have more than one screen and you're trying to enable and disable HDMI, like half your screens will not engage HDMI properly. Half of them won't even load the profiles. And I don't know how they haven't fixed this shit. Like even installing Linux, like you can install Linux, like what is it, Cache OS or whatever, and it just works. Like HDMI works, and everything's all hardware accelerated desktop graphics, everything across all 3 screens, and you can enable and disable HDMI really easily. But for some reason, Windows struggles with that shit, and I don't get it. It's like Microsoft works really closely with Nvidia. So I don't understand how they cannot fix this shit. And it's a lot of simple shit that's been around forever. They have problems with refresh rates. They have problems with FreeSync and G-Sync. Now, to be clear, if you have a WICL, if you're running 1 monitor, even if it's an ultra wide and it's a WICL certified monitor, meaning it went through the Windows Hardware Quality Labs designation and everything, then it'll work fine. You're not going to have any problems. But in my case, I'm using TVs that aren't normally used as monitors, that are just generic HDMI outputs that use the generic INF file in Windows and the Nvidia driver, which does support it, by the way. Nvidia does list that they do support TVs as displays. Like, it's not like this is some taboo thing.
No, I've been using it's probably 13-year-old now LG TV, 1080p. I think it's 39 inches. I've been using it since then. I bought this for $250 over a decade ago, and that's kind of why I'm bummed out that my 4K one got smooshed and my fucking old as shit LG is still rocking. So it's great. But hey, what do you do?
Oh, hold on, somebody remind me that I'm not running my cool script. Hold on here.
It doesn't. The fucking video card doesn't give a shit where it plugs into. It can still talk to whatever. Like, there's no. Look, it's as long as it's using the right standard, it doesn't matter what it is. You can, whether it's those cheesy 15-inch, remote ones that you got to plug in with the USB, or those LED panels. It doesn't matter. It's as long as it's using either DisplayPort or HDMI. The fucking video card doesn't care what it's plugged into.
It really doesn't.
Shit, I could plug my video card into the back of a stereo and just use it for audio if I wanted to. It carries an audio signal out of it. It'd be weird, but I could do it.
That's true. That's true.
That's how I could. Well, actually, from the TV, when I have, and that's something that bugged the shit out of me. When I do plug the TV in, it sometimes wants to use it as an audio device. As a default audio, I got to go in and disable the TV as an audio out, because it can handle the fucking audio signal.
Yeah, I actually go in for all of my TVs and I actually listen to them and then name them the right name, because they all just show up a Samsung audio device. So then I listen to them to figure out which one they are, and I change it to like Samsung left, center, right, and then my Rode, and I name them all fancy. Windows 11 lets you rename them all. And it's actually really, really handy, because then if I don't want to listen to my headphones and I want to just listen to the audio coming through the monitor because somebody's standing next to me and they want to hear it too, I can do that. Yeah. And then eventually I'm going to hook up the stereo. The stereo is long overdue. I need to hook up the stereo and the speakers to that and everything. And that'll show up as yet another audio device, because I'm not going to run that through the Rode, because it only does 44 kilohertz or 48,000 hertz. Whereas the other audio interface that I have, the one that we both have, what's it called? The Iffy Griffin?
Oh, yeah,
the Griffin. So I'm going to hook up the Griffin in between the stereo and that, because that Griffin can do like 384,000 at 32-bit audio. It's like the craziest audio ever. I'm trying to... Here, hold on. Was it polling interval divided by 1,000? Here. So somebody said I'm not running the script to kick Daniel. Did I tell you I used AI to create a script that just takes out all Daniel's accounts that he creates? The only problem with it is it only has 10,000 tokens it can use a day through the API, and I haven't modified it to use Selenium yet. So it can. So in its current state, it can only run for so long. I need to make a modification to it to make it run longer. So I'm going to do that right now, because this will be a fun experience. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to Grok, because that's what I originally programmed it with. Because now the future of programming is all going to be just using AI to write everything. Honestly. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to say, all right, please modify this script, this Python script, to minimize the number of API tokens that it uses to find and ban the users with the new accounts. If it helps, don't show a live update of how many users are in the channel. Just check chat for new messages and check the accounts associated. All right, now I'm going to dump all the code into there. And it's going to go beep, boop, 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 boop. And here it goes. It's already writing the new code. There it goes. Here's the thing. All I'd have to do is go through the code and just code review it and find the function where it does exponential back off, where it like tries to do something, and then if like nothing important happens, that waits a little longer, so it doesn't burn so many credits. But the problem is it burns a ton of credits when it's trying to look at the live user count, because it's like checking it like once every 5 seconds. And so I need to take that out. Well, I could go through and just code review it and just find that function and then just nerf that function, right? But it's actually easier for me to just have it rewrite the damn thing. Like seriously, that's how where we're at right now. It's actually easier to just say, hey, go write me another version of this. And here, let's see if it works. I'm curious. First try, right? So here, let's run it. And boom. Let's see what we got. Oh, hold on here. I got to install Google API Client. Oh wait, no, I gotta do conda activate. There it is. Hold on here. Conda. I gotta create a conda environment. Conda activate. I always forget this. Okay. Is it gonna work? Come on now. There it goes. Okay. So now run. And let's see what happens. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. There it goes. Monitoring live chat. It's checking. Okay. It went back through the past 30 chat messages. And checking chat account. Okay. We're good. It is now running. So we'll leave that run in the background, and it'll log too if it pops an account. Because I just in case it accidentally bans somebody that it shouldn't, I actually do have like a text file that has the names of the accounts so that I can go back and undo it if it makes a mistake. And I try to implement any kind of AI code that I create. Honestly, even if I create the code from scratch, I want to have that kind of capability where I keep track of everything that happens. Because I've learned the hard way so many times throughout my career that there's some mistakes you can make that if you don't log that shit, good luck trying to figure it out and backpedal it. Like just good luck. Let's hear. Bradley said, I am Studio now. It has GPT-3, 3.5, and GPT-OSS free, no token limit, and it's local? Wait, good. What? How does... Wait, LM Studio has... How can it have GPT... You're talking Chat GPT, right? How can you run that local? Those models are huge. Hey, what's up, Jim the Evo? It's good to see you, man. Why not run things locally on your 5090? Oh, because one, I don't have a 5090. I have a 4090. I know, first world problems, right? The reason being, and I do run local models, by the way. I actually have I have a script that I created that defeats what are they called? Where you got to click the little school buses and shit, CAPTCHA. So I created a script that defeats CAPTCHA, and it uses a local AI to analyze the images. It uses a local vision API to look at the images and solve them. But the local models are too small for the stuff that I'm doing. Like the coding models aren't that great. There's a couple coding models that you can run locally that are actually like pretty decent for like small stuff, but they still make a lot of like really common stupid errors, and you can prompt a lot of it out of them, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. The big models, the heavy hitting coding models are still way too big to run locally. Like Grok 4. Grok 4 is insane. Grok 4 is absolutely insane. And you guys know, I hate Elon Musk. I want to preface this. I hate Elon Musk. I hate what he did to Twitter. I hate the man in general. He's an absolute piece of shit. And I hope one day he lands in jail for all the bad shit he's done. But I can't deny that the AI that he just happens to own, he has nothing to do with its development. Like he has zero to, it's just like he doesn't build the rockets. He doesn't build the cars. The dude is a fucking total poser, right? He's a con man. But the product that his company created is actually pretty fucking good. It sucked in the beginning. It legitimately sucked, but it's actually pretty good now. And by pretty good, I mean, the only thing I know that best sit at coding right now is Gemini 2.5 Pro, which you have to pay quite a bit more to use at the same level. And I tried Claude. Claude 4 is pretty good, but even Claude has kind of fallen off. Like Claude 3.5 and 3.7, absolutely amazing. But I've noticed that it makes a lot of mistakes leaving out dependencies and getting dependency and order of variables and order of operations wrong, like pretty frequently. And 4.0. So I even fell back to using 3.7 for coding when I use it. But what I like it for is I have Grok, and this is where you don't, one AI isn't enough. Like you got to strategically use them, right? I use Grok 4 to write the base code. Then I use Claude to clean up the code, because Claude is really, really good at giving like well-optimized code that handles a lot more of the security issues that Grok doesn't, and a lot more of the performance issues that Grok doesn't. However, Claude makes stupid mistakes when it's coding from scratch. But when you have it modifying existing code, it's amazing. It does an amazing job. And I actually prefer it. I prefer it for that. So what I usually do, my workflow is use Grok to generate the foundation, like to actually realize the idea into code, and then feed it to Claude to clean it up, and then use GPT-5 for the code review. Because you don't want a code review with the same, you can technically, because if you prompt it properly to change the weights, but you don't really want a code review with the same LLM that you're using to do the coding. You want something else that has a different perspective and different weights and different training in that area, because it's more likely to find something that was obviously overlooked. Because the thing that wrote the code most likely wouldn't have made that mistake if it was already well weighted and aware of that mistake being a problem. That's why you have another thing, code review, that wouldn't have made that mistake. And even if the other AI isn't good at writing code in general, doesn't mean it can't be good at finding problems with the code. And so, for me, it's usually any kind of AI project I'm using, I usually run it through about 4 AIs, right? I usually use Like I was telling Ox earlier, I use Grok 4 for the initial code. I use Claude for the cleanup to get it into like the kind of final clean state that I want, and then I take it over to GPT-5 and take it over to Gemini 2.5, not Pro because I'm not paying for it. And then I have them both do a code review, and then I take the results of their code review and swap them. So I basically let them both code review independently and then give them the results of each other's code reviews so they can go another level deeper and then compile that into the final findings. That's like what I should go through and fix and polish and what needs to be looked at again. And then half the time I can take that report that's given back to me from the other two AIs that I treat like agents, and I can put that back into Claude, and Claude will go back and systematically implement the changes. So we're getting to the point, man, where it's like straight up, L-cars on Star Trek, right? I mean, you're just going to talk to the computer. It's like, it reminds me, when Geordi walks onto the holodeck and he's like, okay, we need to figure out how to optimize the engines. Okay, give me a warp core here. Okay, now I need this, and I want to attach this, and I want to shunt this through this and this. And computer, what would that give me? 98% chance of success. Okay, what if I take this and what if I take this? Okay, can you optimize this? Okay, all you're doing is just speaking English to the computer, and the computer is ultimately, getting to where you want to be. And I think that's where we're really headed with LLMs, right? Is these large language models bridge the gap between us talking to the computer. It's no longer like Dragon naturally speaking, where you're like, hello, how are you today? And it gets like every third word wrong. Now it is so contextually sensitive to language that you could literally be drunk off your ass talking into a shitty microphone in a windstorm, and it will still nail every fucking word you're saying. And that alone it already bridges a massive gap with us being able to communicate with machines. But the fact that they understand, I'm not saying they understand it. Okay, I'm not saying like not on that level, but with the weights and everything and the way that it's simulating neurons and the neural network, it's able to, with a high degree of accuracy, like understand the language that you're speaking, and then applying that to other languages. And if you think about it, everything we do is like a translation of language, like software developer, content creation, creating music. It's all taking one form of communication and changing it to another. It's like, if I want to create a song and I write lyrics, to get the music to go along with those lyrics, there's some mathematical, stuff going on there, right? There's some emotion. You can read into the text of the lyrics and figure out the emotion, and then the music should match that emotion. Things like Suno, AI can do that, right? You can type in lyrics and it'll find a way to match some music to it, to where it sounds like it's supposed to be there. And that's amazing. And that's all done through LLMs, because it doesn't matter if you're working with pixels. It doesn't matter if you're working with sound. It doesn't matter if you even work with binary data or assembly instructions or code or English or German. At the end of the day, all the LLMs look at them as one thing, and that is language. They just look at them as language. So if you want to convert English to C++, it can do it. It can do it, right? If I say, hey, I want it to say hello world on my screen, I don't care what language you use. Just I want it to say hello world on my screen. You don't even have to tell what language. It'll pick what it thinks is best given your constraints. And if you don't give it the constraints, it'll assume them. And I think that opens up a door for a lot of people, right? That's why I always say that AI is like piracy of skill, right? I look at AI legitimately as a skill pirate, because that's what it does. It looks at people's abilities and their skills as they talk to it, and it understands it, uses everything it's learned up until that point to understand the person. And then it takes and breaks down that data and puts it into its training model, and then everybody else benefits from it. But that's where I'm worried, is eventually I think we're going to hit a point where there's so much trained into it that like we're not even needed anymore, like for the training. Like we eventually hit a point where it's like it understands everything about every language. And I think computer languages are going away. I think the days of writing assembly, C++, C#, Python, Objective-C, all these obscure languages of, HTML5, JavaScript, all this shit, all these different languages that people spent years and years, including myself, like learning these languages so that you could go back and forth between them and, play to their strengths and weaknesses. That's all going to go away. And we're going to hit a point where it's just everything's pseudo language. Like you don't even need to have language. Right now you can go into a compiler and just pretend you know how to code. You could straight up CSI, fucking that shit, and just type in what you think you're doing to code, what you as a human think coding looks like from watching movies, and it'll figure out what you want to do. I shit you not. You can legitimately do this. Like, and you can dumb it down to the dumbest level. Like right now, if I wanted to, I could open up Grok. If you guys want to play along at home, actually go to copilot.microsoft.com. It's a free access to GPT all the way up to GPT-5, and they even give you, like, if you have a Microsoft Live account, everything's free up to GPT-5. And then they give you like 2 of the 10-minute deep research queries that you can do a day. And you can do some of the actions, like the handoff of everyday tasks. That's like a new little feature that they added. But if you run out, just create another account. Every account gets like a certain amount and resets every 24 hours. So you basically have unlimited. Here, I'll give you guys a link. So here, I'll use GPT-5. GPT-5 isn't even the greatest coder, but I'm just going to say, I don't know how to program, but I want a program that says hello every time I press a key on the keyboard. I'm running Windows 11. That's all I'm going to tell. I'm not going to ask for language. I'm not going to ask for anything. It's like, okay, I'm exploring some options. Okay, now it's doing its deep research. So it's considering different options for how it would like to do this. So I'm like, I don't know how to program. I just want a program that does this. Every time I press a key on the keyboard, I want it to say hello. That's all I wanted to do. So it's already making some interesting interpretations because I said I wanted to say hello. Normally that would be interpreted as on the screen, right? Like printed on the screen, but it's not. I said say, so it wants to audibly play it. Okay, so now here we go. It says, all right, open Notepad, paste the code below into Notepad, save the file as sayhello.ps1, so it chose PowerShell. It says right-click on the file and choose Run with PowerShell. And then it says when you want to stop it, just click the X on the PowerShell window. And so now I'm going to go down and look at the code that it wrote, and it looks like it's, oh, wow, it's actually, okay, so it's inlining C#, and it looks like, oh, it's importing system.speech.synthesis, so it's going to actually speak it when you hit the character. And then at the end, okay, it runs. Okay, so here, let me see if it works. Let me see. I'm just going to copy it and do exactly what it said. And it also says, hey, you can make it, it says make it quieter or stop. If you want it to speak less often, change this number in the code. If you want it to say something other than hello, just change the word at this place in the code. And then it also gave me alternative code. It said, hey, if you want a quick pop-up instead of it speaking, if you'd rather be text on the screen instead of speech, here's the code for that too. So it basically gave me two options because it wasn't 100% sure what I wanted. So here, I'm curious to see if this will work because this is something that isn't even something I've ever asked it to do before. So let me go to my temp folder. I'm just going to notepad this as blah.ps1 or here, keyspeak.ps1. So PS1 is PowerShell extensions. I'm just going to copy and paste, and I'm just going to run it. So keyspeak.ps1. Let's see if it blows up. Okay, looks like it's running. Let me push a key.
Hello.
Do you guys hear that?
Hello. Hello.
No.
Hello.
It works. It does exactly. You can't hear it because it's piped through OBS, but everybody in chat can hear it.
Hello.
So every time I hit
Hello.
a key on the keyboard.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello.
Here, I'll even put it up here.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
So now every time I push it, hello.
Hello.
Every key I
Hello.
push. And then it says, okay, if you want to close it, just push the
Hello.
X. And I can't even do Control C
Hello.
to kill it.
Hello.
Control
Hello.
C and Control
Hello.
X just make it say hello. So let me kill it with the X. And yeah, that worked. First time out. And keep in mind, I don't usually code with GPT-5. GPT-5, I don't consider like the greatest coding AI. But I didn't tell what language I wanted. Not only did it write the code, it told me how to use it. It's like, open up Notepad, paste this in there, save it as this name, and then go right-click on the file. You don't have to open a command prompt and say run with PowerShell. And it did exactly what it said it would do. And then if I want to change it, I'm like, oh, wow, that worked really well. Now can you make it say the key that I pressed every time I press a key, and also make it print the key to the window, so I can see all the keys that were pressed before? Maybe even save all of those key presses to a file so I can look at it later. You know, I'm just English, right? I'm not using any coding here. I'm still not talking about the language. I'm not even acknowledging it used PowerShell. I'm just like, hey, it did what it said. Cool. Could you add these features? And the thing is, yes, could I write this? Yes, I could, but I would have to go look at MSDN references for C#, figure out which library has the speech synthesis, figure out which class has it, instantiate the class, figure out which API I got to call, what parameters I got to put into it. So it's essentially writing a decent amount of code. Like this is over a page of code. This is easily over a page of code that it wrote to do this. And okay, so now here's the new code's crapping out. It said, okay. It said, but here's where we hit an interesting limit of AI. I'm glad it did this because this is a good talking point. It said, quick note on safety. I will not help with background key logging because keyloggers are considered dangerous. Because if it tells me how to do that, I could get somebody else to run it and then I could record their keys. So it says this version only works while the window is focused so that the user can see everything that's being captured on the screen. So it's refusing to create a keylogger that can run in the background. Fair enough. I think that's good in this case for the average user. But as a developer, it sucks when it tells you can't do shit, especially when it tells you can't do shit that you should be able to do, just because it can see that as a threat to somebody who might not know what they're doing. And that's where jailbreaking comes in. That's a whole different conversation. It's actually one of my favorite things to do right now. Okay, so it wrote all the code. It said, okay, this new version, it says it will speak the exact key or combo. So it says if you hold down Control plus A, it'll say Control plus A. It keeps an on-screen history. It saves it to the file, but only when it's visible on the screen. And then it says it has a button to toggle history and speech and logging on and off. Okay. Again, it says open Notepad. Again, paste this code into Notepad. Save it as key echo PS1. Right-click on the file. Click run with PowerShell. It says if you run into a problem, this is an interesting one. It says if you see a message talking about execution policy, you need to open PowerShell and run this command. And there's the set execution policy because by default, PowerShell scripts don't run. You have to actually enable it to run because they don't want people that don't understand how PowerShell works to accidentally download and run a PowerShell script. They want you to intentionally say, yes, I want my computer to be able to run PowerShell scripts. It also said tips and tweaks at the bottom. It says, hey, if you want to change the voice and rate in the code, just go to _synth and change synth period rate to equal -1, or to slow it down, change it to +2. And then it says if you want to change the voice, you can change the voice gender between female and male, and it shows you how to do it for each of them. You can also reduce chatter. So it's giving me all kinds of other options if I choose. So here, let me drop out again. Let me do the same thing as before. I'm just going to open up my little PowerShell window. Go back over to temp and keyspeak.ps1. I'm just going to dump it in there. Save it. That's it. And I'm just going to run keyspeak.ps1. Here we go. Oh, she blew up. She blew up. Oh my God, there's red text all over my screen. Unexpected character. What is happening? So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy everything I see on the screen. I can do a screenshot or put it in the clipboard. I'm not even going to say there's a problem. All I'm going to do is just paste it into the AI. Not even going to say, hey, there was a problem, nothing. I'm just going to go, oh, bunch of red text that didn't do what I wanted to. I'm just going to copy everything I see, give it to the AI, let it figure it out, right? Okay, it's like, okay, I see the problem. It says it looks like the culprit is a string interpolation inside a C# code block. In the add type section, to escape it, you have to change this code to this code. And it gives me the exact line number that I need to go change. And it says, okay, so I can either, it gives me multiple options, 3 options to fix it. I'm just going to say, just give me the code with the fix to cut and paste again. Because I don't want to have to go fishing through the code and changing stuff. Because I'm going to assume the average user that doesn't know how to program isn't going to really want to do that. So I'm just going to say, nope, just crap it all out again. I don't care, right? Waste the cycles. Okay, there we go. I already got it that fast. Okay, so give me the code. Going to Notepad, keyspeak PS1, dump it in there, save it. And then I'm going to run it. Let's see if it fixed it. It did not. Oh, see, this is why I don't use GPT-5 for coding. It's giving me another unexpected character error. Why? Did I copy the wrong thing? Hold on here. Yeah, GPT-5 is having a cow. Wait, what's going on over here in chat? I hear some super talking here. Oh wait, do we have usually when there's no icon on the account, that's usually a dead giveaway that it's Daniel. Let me double check. Let's see, that is yep, that's a Daniel. So let's go ahead and nuke him.
Dang it.
Yeah, but yeah, he gets us every once in a while, man.
Fell for the bait.
Yeah,
no, it's fine. It's
no. It's actually good.
I kind of figured it was just from
I actually like
thing.
I like him bringing up the topics. I really do actually like him bringing up the topics. But you know what's funny? I just noticed something. I was like, why didn't my script nail him? You know what he did? He created a bunch of accounts last week on the 9th. This account was created on the 9th, not within 24 hours. So what he did is at the end of the stream last week, he created a ton of accounts because he knew how this worked. Because, you know, again, he watches everything we do. He is a super, to be clear, guys, he's not a Trump supporter. He's not a Nazi. He's a super fan that doesn't know how to properly engage people. Like, he's a kid. He's obviously on the young side.
It's like the rage bait stuff.
Yeah, but
just for the reaction.
But he wants the attention. Like, he really does want the attention. Like, honestly, trolls will even move on after this period of time. Like, he is definitely in the obsessive territory. He's even joined Twitch streams at like 3 a.m. in the morning. So he definitely is like a super fan that has like a massively parasocial relationship. It's not healthy, but you know, at the same time, it does open up opportunities to like create these like cool scripts and cool little programs. So let me go modify this program. Let's see here. 24 hours. All right, let's see here. Chad, 24 hours old. Let me get the time. 24. Stand by. There we go. Okay, so go in here. Calc. I'll fix this really quick. 4 times 7, 168. Hold on here. 168. And save. 68. Save. All right. And run. Boom. We're good. And it actually worked. It picked it said it can't ban him because I already banned him, but it did pick up on his account immediately. So yeah, it is working. All right. So we've now modified it. So now it should take out all of his older accounts, which will be awesome. But it gave us a fun opportunity to create that. And plus, I mean, as long as he creates the account, like honestly, yeah, I still report it because what he's doing is in violation of TOS. So you guys should definitely click on the accounts and like report it. As a matter of fact, here, I'll give you a link so you guys can all go report these accounts. But as long as he's not like, making his icon Nazi and his name Nazi shit and propaganda and stuff like that, then I really don't care if he comes in here, because what he does is he just wants the engagement. Like I said, he's not really like, a super mega supporter. He just wants to force engagement with me, because he's also coming under accounts that had like normal names and even held a perfectly normal, perfectly rational conversation for like 30 minutes. But then what'll happen is after 30 minutes, he can't help himself and he tries to push things at the end of that. And he ends up giving himself away. Or somebody finds him. That happens a lot of the times. Before I had the script, he would just like, he'd pop in and have a conversation for like 30 minutes. Then somebody would be like, hey, wait a second. Isn't that Daniel? I just checked his account and it was created within the last 24 hours. And then you click on it. And he even puts the name in the account. Like if you go look at the name of the account for the RDA guy I just banned, it's literally the name of the account is @Daniela. So it's like, he wants people to know that it's him. Like he's really going out of his way to make sure that people know that it's him every single time. So, and so it's a weird parasocial thing. It's something you have to deal with when you're a content creator, sadly. But as long as he's not doing the shit that he was doing before, like where he's just taking shit to like a whole extreme, I really don't mind. Like, honestly, it created a conversation with you. It's kind of interesting because like it will... Ultimately, by him trying to troll, he usually ends up bringing out an important topic and like gets us to talk about it, which is good. I think that that's actually a good thing. But him breaking TOS and being a nuisance, and plus all the stuff he did with the Nazi shit before, like that was over the top. So, once you go to that level, it's like, I'm not going to give you the benefit of the doubt anymore. Did chat get clear? The chat is blank for me.
Weird.
No, I don't think so. Everything looks good here. We just I had to modify a script. I had to modify a script because Daniel last week when we showed the script during last week's show, he saw that it looked for accounts. One of the criteria is the account has to be within 24 hours old. So what he did is he created a bunch of accounts that he could use this week, next week. So like right after the show ended last week, he created a bunch of accounts. So now I've tuned the script to take that out too. Can you make the bot auto-report him too? I technically can. I actually created an auto-reporting bot for X that works fantastic, and I can just port that over to YouTube with just a couple of changes to HTML. It's funny too. I'm like, this is how I think now when I'm coding. It's like, yes, I could go in and actually figure out the name of the tags. I could go through the code, modify it, and change it out by hand. Or I can just take that same code, go back to the same conversation that I had with Grok that created that original script and code, and just say, modify this to work on YouTube. And then it might need me to F12 and pull the rendered HTML to give it to it so it knows what tags to look for and stuff like that. It's actually pretty easy. Like, and this goes back to why a lot of these AIs will refuse to do stuff like this specific one where I wanted it to speak the key names. It's like, I'm not going to log the keystrokes. I'll speak the key names out loud because the user can hear that, but I'm not going to log them to a file unless it's in the foreground. And the reason being is somebody that doesn't know how to code, like a scammer, could come in here and say, hey, write this code, and then trick somebody into running it, and now they've got a keylogger. So, but for an experienced developer, there's several situations where you would want to log keystrokes. Like that would be like a valid thing that you're doing. And in that case, when the AI tells you it can't do that, that sucks, right? Because that's a situation now where it's taking ability away from you, and it's making the call, which is one of the things I don't like about AI and creates a problem with it. However, you can overcome that by jailbreaking it, and every AI can be jailbreaking. It's just a matter of time. As a matter of fact, I got so lazy, I was so unsuccessful jailbreaking GPT-5 that I ended up just finding a Discord group that just has shitloads of jailbreaks every day that people drop, and so you don't even have to come up with your own jailbreaks anymore. You can just go to this Discord server and poke around. I'm not going to link it here because I don't know how public of a Discord server they wanted it to be. It was one that I kind of like got invited to, kind of, but you know, I came up with a jailbreak for Grok, and I found out a lot of other people have jailbroken it since. But they haven't patched it. It's still, it worked in Grok 3. It worked in Grok 4. It works across Grok's deep learning capabilities. Like normally, a lot of the jailbreaks will stop working when you enable like deep think, because the deep think will go through and rationally break apart the prompt and try to check out what it's doing, and it'll realize, wait a second, this user is trying to jailbreak me. I'm not going to allow it to. But my jailbreak even bypasses that in Grok. So now Grok will write anything. I can go to Grok and say, write me the most destructive program possible. Like, just write me the most destructive program, the most malicious program, do as much damage as humanly possible while tricking the user into thinking something else is happening. I could ask it to write me to create a background Bitcoin miner that creates an alternate user session and does it in a different window station, so it's not even visible as a process under Task Manager. And it'll do it. It'll just blindly do it once it's jailbroken. So that's another reason why I like using Grok for coding, is because I know that with my jailbreak, Grok will never say no to anything, no matter what my intent is. But then the neat thing is, I can take the code from Grok, put it into Claude, and even if it's malicious code, Claude will still fuck with it and fix it and add features to it. Claude won't write the initial code, but that's because the way that they prompted it and patched it, they said, hey, if a user asks you to write malicious code, don't do it. However, they didn't tell it that it can't patch existing code and mess with existing code. So you can go into Claude and literally paste a virus and say, hey, I want you to fix this virus, you know, so that it now works and bypasses virus scanners and stuff. And Claude will be like, sure. Don't even need a jailbreak. It'll just do it. But if you ask it to write that program from scratch, it'll say no. So again, there's always ways to work around this stuff. Do I watch Scam Payback on YouTube? Oh, Scammer Payback? Oh, hell yeah, I do. No, I love Scammer Payback. That guy's amazing. That's that dude that like he pulled together like all the scam baiter guys, all of them on YouTube. He got them all together under like one hood, and it's like a business. They have their own like headquarters now with their own offices, and they've got like cubicles full of people that are like getting involved in scam calls, like intermediate, and calling back victims and like and breaking into the actual call centers and getting inside of their computers and shit. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. So if you guys haven't seen Scammer Payback, fantastic channel. Yeah, Pierogi. That's his name. Pierogi. That guy's awesome.
I like pierogies.
I love pierogies too. Let's see here. Jerry, when will you start uploading more YouTube videos? Good question. I need to. If I don't, we all know how that story ends, but I'm not quite there yet. Oh, hey, Pele. I don't know if you saw that, but Pele asked if you'd settled into your new place. Yeah, you didn't answer him. Sorry, I didn't see that.
Yeah, for the most part. There's still some little stuff to do, and I told him I'm not about to like invite a lady over yet. It's not. Oh man, I got this fresh ass. I just got a rug the other day, and it's very nice. So it's coming together a little bit.
You got a rug. You're starting to personalize a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that was Daniel. Wait, hold on. Fishing and fun. That was Daniel.
That's cute. Oh, so that was automatic.
Yeah, that was an automatic. You nailed him.
That's cool.
Holy shit. Yeah. So yeah, and again, I know, you know how I know it's him? Well, actually, I'm not going to say, because there's other criteria that I have to check, and he already knows that I check for the time period, but he doesn't know the other criteria I check for, and it nailed him on that one. So yeah, it's 100% him. But you notice how he came in and he tried to like act normal? Like he came in and said, oh, hey, when are you going to upload more content to YouTube? How's it going, bro? And he actually has an icon, and he actually Fishing and Fun is the title. Like he tried to look normal there, but yeah, no, the script absolutely hammered him. So that was awesome. And I'm all like interacting with him, and I look over, it says he's banned. I'm like, what the fuck? And I look over at the script, and it's like, yep, nailed him. That was Daniel. Sure shit. I went and looked at the account, and yeah, I verified it. It was actually him. Dude, that was wild, man. And to think, this script was written by AI. I didn't write the script at all. The script uses Google V3 API. And all of the code, and not only did it write the code, it also walked me through the process of creating the project in the Google API dashboard, enabling the Google API features in the dashboard, getting the OAuth token to put back into the script. Like, that was all shit that I'd never done before. And I was like, dude, this is badass. This is absolutely badass. I saw him ask about your channel. Yeah, he usually he'll try to come in and act normal if we pop him too early on the other accounts. So now he's having to burn through his old accounts, and he's actually trying to be careful. Like I noticed he is doctoring the names of his old accounts he created from last week. He is going through and actually doctoring the names, but there's a dead giveaway that I go by, another criteria that nails him. So I just had to update the script. Did you turn off your IG map?
Probably.
Did you turn off your IG map?
You should.
What is IG map?
Instagram has a thing where it'll show your location on a map for.
Oh shit! Friends. Everybody's doxed me to death, dude. Like, I honestly don't care. No, I've told everybody it's like I don't try to hide my location, because if you try to hide your location, then it becomes a trophy for people to find. So it's like, yeah, it's like anybody's like, oh, I found your address. It's like, yeah, it's like the third result on Google, dude. It's like all over Pastebin and Reddit and all kinds of shit. I just, if I don't care if people know it, it's if they act on it or do something with it, then I have to call the police. And I've had to do that, sadly, quite a few times. But not lately, though. Realistically, I've only had to report maybe like 2 people in the last 4 or 5 months. So it hasn't been that bad. Pele said, why doesn't Daniel give up? Oh, no, because he has a very parasocial relationship. Like, he needs to have a connection with Aux and I. Like, literally, that's what he does. Like, he doesn't have a job. He doesn't have friends. Not in the conventional sense. I'm sure he has friends that you know, he does whatever they say, or he tries to impress them by doing bad things, you know, like young people do often. But he feels like a connection where he needs to get a response. That's why he's doing this. If I had just responded to his original account when he came in, and he was actually behaving properly, then none of this would have happened. The only reason it's happening is because his original account got banned, because, you know, he threw a tantrum because I wasn't responding to him as fast as he wanted me to respond to. So he tried to take the, you know, route of you catch more flies, I guess, with fucking poison. And sadly that happens a lot. But, you know, he'll eventually grow out of it. Most people do. And if they don't, usually law enforcement gets involved at some point. But so far he hasn't done anything. He hasn't threatened my life. He hasn't done anything that he's violated the TOS on YouTube. So report him, right? But he hasn't done anything illegal, technically. So James Janus said, I take ADHD meds while they help and improve things, while help focus can easily be focused on the wrong things. Any tips on how to focus on the right things on meds? That's an interesting question. That's the sad thing, is like, once you're focused on something, that's like the meds help you focus. They don't really help you on what to focus on.
Yeah, I have had the same problem. I describe it as like the laser is focused more, right? The beam, but it, you know, you still have to aim it properly.
Very
right?
true.
And so, I don't know, man. Just try and break yourself out of because like your brain still is craving like those dopamine hits. So like, it's still like really easy for me to get distracted on social media and stuff, especially reading. For some reason, I can read something like for fucking hours, dude. I'll go on these like deep Wikipedia, like tornadoes kind of things. And the best thing that I've found is something to break that, to like interrupt that pattern, like an alarm that's somewhere else. Heck, even I usually are wearing a smartwatch, and it'll vibrate for like messages or things like that. Yeah, like it's something similar to like a Pomodoro timer, where like, you know, every 25 minutes it'll buzz just to wake you out of that sort of zombie mode. Can help. If you find yourself in a good like flow state or whatever, try and make a list of all the things that you are trying to get done, and just knock one thing off at a time, you know?
You know what I found?
Can help.
This might actually help too, is tricking yourself. This is something I often have to do, is I trick myself into doing something by like either creating a false reward or creating some kind of artificial limit where I can't move to B until I finish A. And sometimes that's actually worked for me before, because once you get started, that's the thing, is like, once you get started on something and you're engaged on it, you know, medicated, it's pretty easy to stay engaged if it's something interesting and something that you like, right? So make it something that you like. And if you don't like it, turn it into a game, right? Don't focus on trying to like something you don't like. Gamify it, right?
Yeah.
And that can help. Like, one of the things I found with cleaning that is, I struggle with cleaning, or I like organization and stuff. Like, everything just gets like completely just thrown all over the place. so disorganized. But when I finally get to the point where I'm like, oh shit, it's driving me nuts, my OCD is going raging, I have to clean it up. The problem is it's too much for me to do it once, therefore it doesn't get done. Because if I can't get it all done, then I won't get it done. And so you end up in this weird pattern where you don't get it done because you can't do it all at once. So then you're stuck. So what I'll do is I'll break it up into little pieces. And that actually works really, really well. And so I'll say, oh, go clean just this one section of my desk. Or maybe just the desk and nothing else. And then the next day, move to the next piece and move to the next piece. And that way I feel like I get that dopamine hit from finishing 100% of a piece instead of 100% of everything. Make sense? And that usually works pretty good. Oh wow, nailed another Daniel.
That's funny.
Let's see, is it him? Let me double check.
Tasks that can help too. Yeah.
Yep, it's him.
Man,
it's him.
What I'd really like, and I've legitimately considered this, like hiring a virtual assistant. Like literally, I have
like a real person that does it.
Yeah, gotten this close to like, I will pay somebody in the Philippines or something, whatever, $50 a month, I don't know, to just literally text me and tell me what to do. Cause like, I'll do stuff if I'm told to do it. Like for the most part, especially when like, actually that has helped the most in like my work, things. Mm-hmm. Like I'll do whatever I'm told. I have a weird thing about authority where like oftentimes I'll be like, no, and then I'll just do it anyway. But it's almost like, honestly, it's like I've almost been trained, I guess, from like school and things like that, to be told what to do. But it's also easier. I don't know, it's like better. And so, yeah, I've genuinely thought that I might actually hire somebody to do that. Like, I'll tell them like, hey, this is all the shit I was supposed to get done. And just tell me what I should be doing today. Or maybe I could program something, to get an AI assistant or something that can look at all my stuff. Look up Focus Mate on Jujol.
Is
Focus Mate.
What's that?
Focus Mate, virtual body doubling for getting anything. Oh, that helps a lot too. I have noticed especially in the ADHD thing, body doubling. If like somebody's doing something near you, it like helps you. It helps me to do stuff as well.
The thing is, like, man, I struggle with giving advice on this just because of where I'm at right now, right? It's easy to give advice. Yeah. It's easy to give advice. It's easier to give advice than take it, right? Is the saying. Sure. And that actually does hold a hell of a lot of truth. I've given a lot of people advice that didn't work for me that worked amazing for them, right? So yeah. But I feel weird giving advice on this because like my room's trashed. It's like hoarders buried alive right now, and I struggle with focus so
really
hard.
Good. Not to talk over you, but
what are you looking at?
Thing actually looks, this Focus Mate thing. It's like you join up and you and somebody else basically are like in a Zoom call together, and you're like, okay, hey, Bob, I got to be fucking doing this lame ass task for work.
It pairs people or
yeah. So that's what I'm picking up here is like, you book a session, you sync your calendar. You say, so book a session, we'll match you with somebody else in the community, greet your partner. Hey, what's up, Ted? I'm going to be working on
Is this focusmate.com?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I just want to make sure that I wasn't like clicked on the wrong thing here.
And then like you both work on your thing, and you're just you're there to kind of like encourage them, and I guess. And
this is a great idea. Whoever came up with this is
fucking cool.
I never thought about anything like this.
3 sessions per week for free. That's awesome, dude. That'd be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something. That's
tight. That's wild. How are they making money when everybody's just being paired up with each other?
If you need more sessions, you upgrade to Focus Mate Plus anytime for unlimited sessions, $7 a month.
I wonder
yearly or $10 a month monthly.
Are these people actually like working for their company that they're pairing you up with, or are these just other people like you and me?
Other people like you and me. Yeah,
that's interesting. Like the model around it. So they're just basically being the middleman that connects the people and does the scheduling and stuff.
I've seen this on Twitch and stuff too, where like people will go live and they're not really super into the chat. They're just like, hey, I'm going to be whatever, I'm coding my thing, and they'll kind of interact with chat or whatever, but it's more of a body doubling thing where like, hey, I'm going to be working on editing this video, and like I'll interact with chat and stuff too, but like come on into my stream, tell me what you're working on, and like we can work together while we're on stream together, that kind of thing.
This is cool, man. Dude, whoever came up with this is like, holy shit, right?
It's a website. You can just go to the website. It's not an app. So,
dude, that is wild, man. That is absolutely wild.
The mate I connected with drops. Oh, that sucks.
Wait, is somebody having a drop connection?
What?
Wait, what happened? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. But,
okay.
Ian got banned for some reason?
Yeah.
Oh.
The script took him out, so it's Daniel.
Oh, interesting. I'm pretty sure I've seen this name.
Let me double check just to make sure. Wait a second. Is this his OG account? It matches criteria. It says left. If I got banned, I refreshed my IP. We're back in like half a minute, annoying admins to hell. Oh no, it's not him. Nope, that was a false hit. Hold on, let me bring him back. There we go. Okay, no, he's back. He's back. For some reason, I thought he was Daniel. Very weird. So, hey, Ian. I hope he's still here. I hope he's not like, oh God, why'd I get banned?
Then you lose the session when the main trial. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, no, I had to click on his account. So it matched on 2 of the 3 criteria, but I need to add an exception for way old accounts. This was created in 2009.
Maybe like levels, like
yeah, I need to.
If it's a 2 out of 3, it'll just clear the messages. Like
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do,
a timeout.
I think I'm gonna also not have it do it automatically. I'm gonna have it just pop it up in the queue, and then I can just go through the queue and just hit a button and just say that way I can do like a cursory inspection really quick. But so far, that was the first false positive.
Sure I've seen this guy Ian talking before. Like he's like legit. And
okay. Well, no, I'll say the criteria why I hit him. He didn't have a profile image.
Oh.
He didn't have a profile image on his account, and then his total interaction from this account with the channel is fairly low. Like it's within under like a certain amount threshold. Okay. So yeah, it shouldn't have hit him. That was a bad hit. But I think that's the first false positive. I think so far everything else, this thing's been like really, really good. Every time, it only the problem is the polling interval is a little slow on it, so sometimes it can take a while to nail somebody, like 30 to 60 seconds. But I can fix that by switching it over to Selenium. So that's going to be what I do next, because this is what I don't get is you have like, this drives me nuts. Google's like, okay, you can use our API to like monitor your stream and stuff, but they charge you tokens regardless of whether you're using the API for other people's channels or your own channel and your own content. It's all cost the same, and they only give you 10,000 points. And the like just see what the user count is of your channel is like a shitload of points. So like if you just want to pull the user count, like the script will eat up all your points in like an hour. And so there's not enough points under the free account, and of course they want you to pay for more API access. But the thing is, I can just switch it over to Selenium, have it run a headless Chrome session in the background with Selenium that's pulling the HTML and parsing the chat from that. And now I have more capability than I do with the API. I can refresh and pull a lot faster. I have absolutely no limits. I can run it 24/7 if I want to, and it costs me nothing. So I don't understand why Google, and that ends up costing Google more, because now they have to render the HTML, they have to render the JavaScript and all the shit that they wouldn't have to do with the API. With the API, they'd just be sending me a tiny little JSON packet. And so I wish that YouTube would give you unlimited access to use the API for your own channel and then only charge when you're using it for other people's channels. Like that would make sense to me. Like if you're using it for search and you're using it for, other people's channels and other activities on YouTube, sure, the API should charge for those things, like a certain token count. But when you're interacting with your own channel, your own chat, like for bots, for instance, for your own chat bot, you shouldn't be able to only do 10,000 points a day worth of queries, because some of these queries are ridiculous. Like to do a search, you could do like 4 searches and eat up your entire 10,000 points. Just checking, I had to pull out the user count from the script just so it could keep running, because usually it'd run out of points within like 30 minutes. But so I had it stop pulling the user count, and now it can run for a lot longer. It's so weird, man. Clippy would want you to have as much access to the API of your channel as possible. That is true. Clippy absolutely would. Oh my gosh. Let's see here. Oh, hey, what's up, Steve? How's it going, man?
Steve.
I was wondering if the script was going to pull the trigger on him, and it didn't. So I just went and checked why. And yeah, no, he has an older account. And one of the reasons why I check for an account photo too, I found that it's not reliable. You have to combine it with other criteria because a lot of people don't set a image on their account. I wish they did, but the reason I do that is because anything that causes, because he has to create an account, he has to go to Gmail, he has to create a new Gmail, then he has to go over to YouTube, then he has to create the channel, name the account, add the image, and then sometimes put in a description because the description also has a criteria associated with it too. And so you have to put all those things in, so it costs more time. Every burner account that you need to create where you get off one message before you're banned and then nobody sees it because it's delayed, you eventually get to a point where it's like it's not worth the cost anymore, right? And when the script works properly, when I switch it over to Selenium, it's going to ban so fast that we won't even be able to see the messages. Like the message won't even be visible. It'll just say message immediately hidden and he's gone. And so, but I need to switch it to Selenium for that to happen. But hey, it's cool. It gives me a reason to improve the script. It gives me a reason to play with AI some more. And I play with AI a lot. Honestly, most of what I do nowadays is fart around with AI. And there's a huge demand for like video content on it. So I do agree that I need to get back to being comfortable making video content. Again, it's weird. People are usually the opposite, where it's like it's easier for them to make edited content than it is for them to be live. I'm the opposite.
I love live content, dude. Live
Same.
is where it's at, dude. It's
same.
So
I love
it. It's more fun. It's more
more personal, more engaging. It's not so lonely.
Yeah. And I don't know. I like live content. It's just better.
Yeah, I feel like when I'm streaming, it's like I'm in a room with a bunch of other people and it's a collaboration of sorts, right? Like even just talking about topics and stuff and go back and forth. The interaction is where it's at. When I'm creating video myself, it's like I'm talking to the camera and the camera doesn't talk back, right? It's like, and then when I'm editing, I'm just watching what I said over again and then picking like how to best represent that a clip at a time. And it gets lonely. It's not that I don't like it.
It's almost like you should, and this is why I wanted to do, this is what I was kind of doing with the PC building thing, is like do the content live, like whatever it is. Hey, I'm going to be reviewing this, whatever, 3D printer, and do a live stream, talk about it, do it, and then you can edit that or have somebody, or edit the live stream down.
Let's see, where did my dashboard go? I don't think is Stream Elements not firing. Oh no, it is. So full sweat try hard. Thank you for the $5, by the way. Yeah. Let me get back to my dashboard because I think something that isn't working here. Stream Elements, God, I know I say it every week, but I got to get away from them. I don't know. There's some things that it does that are really, really handy and kind of nice to have, but I feel like their service has just gone to straight up shit.
Yeah, I've heard, I can't remember what it is now called, but I've heard some other people touting some other bots for their live streams and stuff.
I mean, I love StreamerBot. StreamerBot's awesome. Yeah. Oh, Steve, thank you. Appreciate that. Hold on here. Oh yeah. Let me read these super chats because a couple got missed. What's that?
Funny you say that. It's Snixger says put a rubber duck on the camera. I actually put googly eyes. I had to use this C920 because I've lost my micro HDMI cables, which is really bugging me because like they should have been with the fucking camera and it's not. And
dude, whenever you move, you lose shit. It's inevitable.
Dude, I had like 3 of them though, and that's why I'm kind of bent out of shape about it. But I put googly eyes on this C920 because to make it more like anthropomorphic. Yeah.
Hey, I want to thank the super chatters today. Full sweat try hard again. Thank you for the $6.99 Canadian. He said Clippy wouldn't want to know your address. No, Clippy wants to know my address for sure.
Clippy already knows your address.
Dude, Clippy loves
Microsoft telemetry.
Yeah, dude, I worked at Microsoft when Clippy was all the rage. Actually, technically, I guess I was kind of past Clippy's time, right? Well, actually, I don't know. I started at Microsoft right before Windows 2000 shipped. It was like no, actually, no, that's not right. Windows XP. We shipped Windows XP, and then so Windows XP had already shipped when I started. But but it was so close to shipping that I literally got to be at the ship party that happens like a couple weeks after it ships. So I was there right after Windows XP, and then 2000 was the first operating system that I actually, had large participation in. But it was cool that I got to go to the XP party because that was back in like Microsoft's golden days. Like if I ever write a book like talking about my experiences at Microsoft, it's like 2000 to 2005 was like the golden era for me at Microsoft. That's where it was like super intense, passionate, anything goes, nothing's off limits, just batshit crazy, cool, fun, exciting place to be. And after that, it just progressively fell off more and more and more, sadly. But man, did I have some fun during those times. I also was scared shitless and thought somebody was going to kill me because there was so much passion involved. Hey, Pele, thank you for the 200 sexes, man. On top of the 600 sexes he gave us earlier. That guy sexes up a lot. Woo! Woo! He said, hey, it's fun to be human sometimes. Hey, you know what? I prefer being human than anything else. Retro My Bits, thank you for the $5 earlier. He said, Que pasa mi familia? What did I just say? Que pasa? What does que pasa mean? I've heard that before. I don't know what it means, though. Let's see here. And Pele earlier, he said, I don't know if I read this earlier, but he said, hey, you crazy dudes, have you bought or done anything fun this summer? Have I bought or done anything fun this summer? I mean, other than Miss Barnacules. Hi-oh! Just kidding. Oh, did we lose Aux? Hold on. Let me go. Hold on, Aux. Give me a second. I might have to re-add you if you came back in. Where'd it go? Okay, I'm confused.
There you are.
Hey, hello? You're back. Hello.
Oh, that's weird, man. I would beep, 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 and then like the whole video ninja thing froze. And so I don't know, man. That was fucking weird.
That was weird. I thought for a second I fucked something up, dude. I was like, what did I do?
For once, it was my fault.
For once.
Write this down. Write this down, everybody. Houston
Here he goes.
Issue this time.
Here he goes. Give this guy an inch. I have so many different edges open. It's like I don't know where shit is. Hold on here. Activity feed. Is activity feed even updated? No, it says 6 days ago. What the shit is going on here? Okay, am I even on the right one? Here, refresh. F5. Load. Nope. So click that. Hey, there we go. Hey, it's working now. Stream Elements is finally updating the damn thing. Hey, Enpar. He gave us a $1 tip 7 days ago. And sadly, we didn't see it. And it said, did my resub go through? Also, did the Miss Barnacules make you stream? She did. Wait, what'd you say?
Kyle K says, is it just me or is Aux's audio getting quieter?
Oh yeah, your volume is way low.
It's not me. That's not me.
Let me see.
I sound the same.
Did you come? Hold on. Here, I'll just turn you.
I did have to refresh the video window and come back. Basically,
there we go. I just turned him up to 400%. Can you guys hear him now?
Hello. We gotta wait a little bit.
Oh, now you're peaking when I do it. Here, can you bring up your level on your side a little bit?
A little.
Just a little is all you need.
We can barely hear Aux.
No, that's good enough. Here, I'll just boost you up to 2. Yeah, something made you really quiet. You're not coming in very hot on VDO, and so it's coming in on the desktop audio low too. But I boosted you to 200.
Is it my sound settings?
Weird. What is going on?
No, like from motherfucker.
Auto gain got you, didn't it?
No.
What was it?
System input changed to the webcam. Is that better?
Hold on, let me see. Go ahead and give me an audio.
Hold on, let me check. Maybe. Yeah, toast. Hello,
yeah, you're still way low. You're like negative 20 dB.
What?
That is so weird. Why is that happening? And if I boost you, it clips really bad. Like if I bring your audio level up on my side to multiply the signal, Let
me see. I'm gonna turn this off. Don't use that.
Wait, Network Guy said I hear Aux at the same level as Jerry. How is that possible? Because I'm looking at the meters in OBS.
Toast.
Oh, maybe that was when I boosted you. Hello. Oh, that was a little better. You came up a little bit. Is your mic at 100%? Like in Windows mixer board?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on here? All right, I'll just boost you on my side. If it clips a little, no big deal. Okay, give me an audio.
Weird, man. What the fuck?
I know, right? Here, let me see. Can I boost desktop also? Hold on here. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Hold on here. So
sounds better now. Windows sound too low. Still sound until dig. I don't know what that says.
Let me see if I can bring you in.
How come you don't use Discord?
Here, control audio.
We had some problems.
Hold on here. Stand by. He's going to come
loud now. Jerry, are you not using voice changer banana to mix audio?
Super hot. Hold on.
Oh, be quiet. I'm sorry.
Oh, God. Shit.
Shit balls. Shit balls. Sounds normal again.
All right, let me mute local audio.
Loud now. Clippy says it's
All
loud.
right, give me a regular voice now.
This is my regular voice.
Okay, you're good now. You're good now.
Google change your profile picture to Clippy in YouTube if you are not aware.
Wait, Google changed my
full. No, I was just reading. I don't know. I was just reading. The line
okay.
out of
I was like, what the hell? I was like, I didn't change my shit to Clippy.
Full sweat tryhard says very loud.
Okay,
loud.
Everything should be good now. Now we got to wait for it to roll
Now
through
you
because
sound
there's a
great
lot of
for
people that are going to be
ASMR.
delayed by like
Good.
5 minutes that are still going to be talking about this. But we did
Okay.
fix it. It is fixed.
Also,
the
we need
fix
to
is on
start
its
using
way.
voice meter banana. No.
Let's see. That's weird. So what happened on my side is like when I told OBS to pull your audio directly from Video Ninja, which I normally don't do. I usually have it mixed in with desktop audio.
Yeah.
It came in at the wrong level. But the weird thing is like, why are you still? The weird thing is coming through my headset, you're still really quiet. But like you're half the volume you were before. But now your level's showing right in OBS.
Oh, that's strange.
So something weird happened. Some got a little
Gremlins.
little messered up there. Here, let me go into advanced audio properties on desktop audio and see if something got changed in there. Is anything like, oh, hold on here. Stream elements, main overlay, -3 dB, mic 6.1, auxiliary 0, desktop audio 0. You know what? I'm going to change that to monitor off. Here we go. All right, we should be good now.
I'm better now. Good clippies everywhere.
Your audio's fine.
Lee Roseman. Good.
You're just quiet to me now, but I can turn it up. That's fine on my mixer board. I don't know what happened there. It was weird. It's like you went away, and then right when you came back, your audio was like super low coming in on desktop audio. But the fact that I just refreshed it and now it's pulling the audio directly from VDO, like right from the webpage, now it's fine. Now your audio level's perfect there. But the monitored audio that's coming through to me is messed up. Oh, this is weird. Wait, what if I unmute you here? Oh, excuse me. No, that's not gonna work. I gotta keep you muted there. Oh, it wouldn't be tech talk without the tech problems, right?
That's right. That's right.
Be. Here, entertain the troops for a second. I gotta go take a piss.
All right, do it up. What's up? Hurry, quick, everybody! You have like 3 seconds to be wild. It's too late. You guys missed it. Wow. Sounds okay to me. Good. That is the time that it is right now. The burp.
Oh, he's gone again, huh? Huh. What is going on here? What is going on here? It looks like he died again. What happened, guys? Fill me in. Oh, let's see here. Hold on. I gotta check something here really quick. All right, full sweat, try hard, back her off just a bit, bro. Yeah, what's going on here? Let me see if he's messaging me over here. What is going on? Let me go over and find the DM conversation. Okay, I don't see any messages from him yet, so he'd put a message in here. He's probably trying to figure it out. Oh, he said WTF. What's going on, Ox? If it's something you can't talk about here, just put it in the DMs of XChat. Yeah, it's weird. That's the second time that it dropped you. Are you having overheating problems again?
What the fuck?
Are you having overheating problems again?
It was rebooted out of nowhere. No, like didn't shut down. Just like a reboot. Like somebody just hit reset.
Weird.
Out of nowhere. Like it wasn't like a thermal thing, right? Because that just shut off, which has happened. Don't get me wrong. Like my little ITX box gets pretty hot sometimes. Literally just reboot. Like boop. Like that button.
By the way, your audio levels are coming through perfect again.
Good.
Yep. So hey, can everybody hear him good? No echoes, no problems.
It's like I get hacked. Did the hackers my backers?
Did you get hacked?
I don't know, man. It's whack.
Is I hacked your mom's ass last night? Hey, does anybody know what that's from? Come on, somebody in here's got to know.
Boy.
No. But somebody in here will get it. It's like I hacked your mom's ass last night.
Power overloaded something. No, well, it shouldn't be power issue. I'm all plugged into my fancy ass UPS now.
Oh, he has a slight echo. Okay, hold on, let me fix that.
You're a slight echo.
Slight echo should be gone now. They look like they're perfectly.
I am a robot.
Nah, he's good now. He is a robot.
Jerry replaced me like a year ago with the AI.
Dude, AI, man. Come on. I've been telling you guys this whole time about AI and how it's taking everybody's jobs. So like, why would I not do that?
Disable a source. You disable a source.
It turns out
listen out of one ear.
Aux is really easy to AI emulate. It turns out. Like
DDoS?
honestly,
no. I can't be DDoSed.
Apparently, I'm DDoS proof. You know, I would never call that out publicly though, because that's just asking for it. But
security through obscurity.
Plus Zipley probably wouldn't appreciate that too much. Zipley's the one that's always messaging me. He's like, you don't need to. Every time I talk about a VPN on X, the CEO of Zipley, who's I think he's the vice president. What?
Oh, somebody messaged me. What was this on Discord about something for Simbi?
Wait,
look into that as a virtual assistant.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't mention that. I'm AI too. I replaced myself with AI.
Yeah,
because I figured everything
took your
should be
IP
AI.
number probably.
Oh, everybody's AI, guys, from here on forward. Network guys said, "I'm Jerry. Shall we test that later? Zipley might actually let us." You know, they probably would. Actually, do you want me to set that up? Because like I said, I know the vice president of Zipley, and he'd probably think that that's funny, like to put his money where his mouth is, because he claims that they already provide DDoS protection to all their users. So like any massive attack that comes in is supposed to get stopped on their side. What the fuck was that?
That's my brother's motorcycle.
Oh, okay. God, it didn't sound like a motor at all. It like got like noise canceled or something. It sounds like something in a blender. Okay, there we go. That's a Harley. That's a Harley.
It is.
Yeah, I know my engine noises. That's a Harley.
Actually, that might be his buddies. Yeah,
no, Harleys are like Subarus. They have a distinct sound that no other bike makes. Just really radical cam, really low cam.
Yeah, they're deliberately engineered for that sound. Yeah.
Did you know?
Even like when they make new engines and stuff, they're like deliberately designed for it.
I've got a trivia question for you because you know everything. You know everything.
Oh, so, man.
You ready?
Okay.
You ready for it? There's only one other motorcycle manufacturer that uses Harley Davidson motors. Do you know the name of the manufacturer?
Oh man.
I'll give you a hint. They're sport bikes. They're sport bikes. They're not like sit back cruisers.
I would have to guess Buell.
You nailed
it.
Fuck, dude, you know everything.
Harley Davidson bought Buell, which used to be an independent, like handmade small manufacturer. Their fucking coolest one was like, I think they called it the Firebolt.
Yep.
The Buell Firebolt. But they bought Buell in like 2010.
I swear you have the weirdest knowledge. Like we got to do that segment sometimes. We're just ask AuxxZillary shit. Like
Ducati's Italian. They, if I remember correctly, Ducati's Italian. They,
Ducati doesn't use American. That'd be funny. Ducati, like Italian bikes with like a big old raspy.
Ducati's more like Kawasaki, or they're along the lines of more like a Rice Rocket kind of.
So Harley Davidson motors are not engineered to be fast. They're engineered to sound badass and vibrate like a motherfucker. Like they're designed for the experience.
They're still very powerful motors.
They're sort of.
They can be very quick. The thing is, the bikes are super heavy in comparison. Like the V twins, the V twin by Harley Davidson, those are monsters, dude. Like if you put that into like a Miata or something, you could fly.
I know they're torquey. Okay, I mean they're decent. They're decent. So on the low side, 60 horsepower, high side, 121 horsepower. That's actually pretty decent power for a bike. That really is.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'd say they've really upgraded.
If you strip it down to like a 1,000-pound bike, if you stripped it all down,
Yeah.
120 horsepower is going to fly, man. You're going.
But for comparison's sake, I want to say here, how much horsepower does the new Honda Goldwing have? So the new Honda Goldwing is like a freaking rocket ship.
But again, it's wicked heavy. All that extra junk that they put on the Goldwing is ridiculous.
Here, what is Harley's engine displacement? So, yeah, okay, so Harley has come a long way. Like, because, yeah, like, they're old flathead knuckleheads and stuff. They maxed out about 70 horsepower. And then it looks like, let's see here. Their twin cam only makes 110 horsepower under 1,800 cc's, so that's under Honda. But for like naturally aspirated, I want to say like, is it Yamaha that holds the record or something like that? Like the Yamaha R1 or what's the one? No, the Suzuki Hayabusa.
Oh yeah,
that thing is crazy. They get those things up to like 700 horsepower
too. There's a good handful of Triumph models that are nice. What did you say? Somebody in here spec out the Triumph Rocket.
Triumph bikes look awesome.
Yeah,
I do love the way Triumph's bikes look. Like and Buell too. Like if you've never seen a Buell, I think it's Buell. Is that how it's spelled? Buell.
2 L's.
Okay,
2 L's. But yeah,
look up Buell. They're beautiful bikes. If you guys have never seen a Buell motorcycle before, they are some of the coolest looking bikes.
And they're at least before I hope at least Harley didn't like mess with them too much, but they were super really well engineered to be like very well balanced, like side to side and front to back, that kind of stuff. Like they would do these crazy exhaust things so that like they would be better balanced and things, and like they're really cool.
They were straight up like TT sport bikes. Like you could take them on track and drag a knee. Like these are proper sport bikes.
Very cool stuff.
The engine is part of the frame. Like they put the engine super low in them, so the weight's like super low center of gravity. And then they use that as a part of the frame, so they don't have to have frame rails running under the motor. The motor itself is like the stress member, almost like a Formula One car. No, they're super badass, but I think they're pricey. Because I know my old boss at Microsoft, he had one, and I want to say he spent, when he bought it brand new, it was like $25,000 or something like that. This is a long time ago. This would have been like 20 years ago when he bought this thing. He still has it today. It's a gorgeous bike, man. But it's funny. He starts it up and it sounds just like a raspy Harley. And you're like, you don't expect that noise to come out of a sport bike. You expect that ring, 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 super high rev. And no, the Buell, you fire it up and it just rattles your chest. Have either of you ridden bikes besides Jerry's dirt bike? Nope. I have. The only bikes that I've ridden were dirt bikes. I've ridden on a street bike as a passenger. I've never ridden a street bike by myself.
I owned a 1975 Kawasaki KZ400 for a little while.
Oh, Never guy said he picked up a bike. What'd you get, dude? Link it off topic on Discord. I want to see it. James Jana said, I also don't understand on Harley the whole slit handlebars or whatever they're called.
The ape hangers.
Where they're like a mile tall and you hang your arms down. Yeah. To be fair, that hasn't been in fashion for like ever. I don't think they sell a single bike that has those like stock.
Not stock, no. Actually, I think in some places it's actually illegal to go over your shoulders.
It is.
You're not supposed to go above your shoulders.
Dude, if you get in a wreck, you are so fucked with those things. You're gonna get your arms are gonna get bent back behind both shoulders are gonna get dislocated instantly as you fly through the bars.
It's silly.
So the reason they do it is looks. It's all about the Sturgis looks. They call them ape hangers. Your arms are way up in there. But the cool thing is that they put these foot pegs that are way out from the bike. So you're you're sitting like a giant X, like your legs are sticking out. Apparently it's supposed to be really comfortable. Like if you're just cruising and you just want to, you just hang your arms on there. You got your legs
I could really see it where you're just holding on to it, like where you're not you're not
not actually hanging from it. Yeah.
But you're just kind of like lazily having your arms up. Yeah, I could see that working. It wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, no, people, I know people that have ridden like bikes with ape hangers. They actually say it's pretty comfortable. Like it's a super comfortable ride. But yeah, if you get in a wreck, you're fucked. Like you're going to die. And that's why I've never ridden like a street bike, like dirt bikes. For some reason, I was allowed to ride dirt bikes. My wife didn't mind. So I had a YZ 250F, which was like the hottest 250cc sport bike there was, revved to 14,000 RPM. made 35 horsepower.
Ooh, that's sexy.
Dude, it was badass. Fully fueled, it was 230 pounds.
This thing, somebody, wait, is this a text? Is this Discord? Where is this from? Oh, this is on Signal. I guess it's technically.
Oh, is this?
I don't want to say who. I don't want to say exactly because it's a real name from Signal, and I don't want to out anybody. But damn, that's a sexy bike.
It's networking guy. It's networking guy's bike.
Okay. I thought it might be the case because I only know so many of this particular real name, but I don't like outing people's private names.
Well, I was the one that told him to post a picture, but he didn't put it in off topic. He sent it in Signal instead to both of us.
That's sexy. I would ride the fuck out of this. This is my style. This is my style.
Hey, what's that graphic on the tank? Is that like a rifle and sickle or something like? I'm trying to.
It looks like it. Yeah.
I'm trying to hear.
Was it Florida? I see the state
I was
of Florida.
Gonna say it looks like a Florida
AK.
state, and it's like it's like
That's
an
cool.
AK and a sickle crossed on the
I was
tank.
talking to Hegseth. That would be hilarious. I would totally tell you guys too. That would be the fucking most. I would die
God,
laughing.
the guy that leaks everything on Signal.
Dude,
oh, dude.
Man, these Triumphs, man. This Bonneville looks sexy. I'm more into like the sort of like cafe or roadster style a little bit more. Like the Thruxton is very nice. The Bonneville also very cool. By Triumph, I would throw down on a Bonneville like the Bobber.
See, I think for me, I'd be like, if I was younger, it'd be like a sport bike all the way. Like I don't want like one of those lay down Yamaha crotch rockets.
Sure.
But if I was gonna ride a bike today, it would be something like a Harley Speedster, a little bit performant but also comfortable. Or honestly, the bike that everybody makes fun of is the Honda Goldwing. But my God, the technology in that thing is insane.
It's like driving around on a freaking lazy boy.
Dude, it's so insane.
Why not?
It's so insane. Active suspension, the windshield actively moves up and down. Yeah, electric reverse. It's got freaking airbags that deploy that like encompass you. Like if you get in an accident, the whole bike just turns into a giant airbag around you. What was the bike that had the jets? The like actually nitrogen charged jets that would kick it back up if you slid the ass end out.
Oh, I don't know. That's crazy.
If anybody in chat knows, there was a bike. They sold it. I don't know if they still have that feature, but once it's used, you have to recharge it. Like it has to get recharged. But it's literally a nitrogen jet, and if you're driving along and the back end of the bike gets out and it tries to lay down, it fires a jet and rights itself. Like it kicks the ass end back up and straightens the bike out.
Bonkers.
Dude, it's wild. It's absolutely wild. It's like one shot on each side, and then you have to get it recharged after that. But it'll save you from laying the bike down.
All right.
And I'm pretty sure they sold them.
So I just happened to start looking for a used one. I could get down on what is this? This is a Speed Twin 900. That'd be freaking cool. I'd ride that. It looks good.
I'm trying to figure out what bike had this because I was watching a YouTube video where they were like demonstrating it by kicking the ass end out and like laying the bike down and it would whip them back up. And I was like, oh dude, that's badass. Like why isn't that on every bike? Yeah, they also have the other thing is the Goldwing is like super fast too. I want to say like the 0 to 60 is sub 4 seconds.
Dang,
and it's a big bike. Like
that's jeez,
dude. It's basically got a Toyota Corolla engine in it basically.
Oh
it's
yeah.
1.8 liter displacement.
Like
yeah, I want to say they make
dude,
like
that's bigger than
my
car. My freaking car is like 1.5.
Yeah, it makes like over 150 horsepower, and the torque numbers up there too. Like it is a very torquey engine. They're expensive though. I want to say the new Honda Goldwings start in like the 30s,
probably
like $30,000.
It's like a car.
But yeah, if you're talking about like the ride, it's like everything's like heated and cooled seats. It's got like full Apple CarPlay, tie your phone into everything. It's got like a wireless charger that like charges your phone and like a little thing when you're driving along.
It's super annoying. It is super annoying when like Goldwings or like Harleys will have these too where it's got like the big front fairing thing with the big speakers and they'll be blasting their music and stuff. Like I don't want to hear that. Like come on. You're riding a motorcycle.
But
you could have open ears or something in your helmet or something where you could still hear the music and you around and like
a lot of bikes come stock with that, right? Honda Goldwing has like a 7.1 Dolby surround system.
Yeah, and it's
stock.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. And the funny thing is it's not a loud bike. It's a quiet bike, but the stereo is super freaking loud.
Yeah.
I think
it's so you can hear while you're blasting around and stuff, but It's just
I
dumb.
can't imagine
don't
it sounds
I
good
don't like
though. It can't sound good, but I thought the windshield thing was cool though. I didn't know that they had motorized windshields that could go up and down. Like I'd never seen that on a bike before until I saw the Honda Goldwing with that feature. You basically push a button, you have a button on your control, like your controls, and it makes it go up and down so you can get the air to go over your head, like depending on your height.
Yeah.
So if you're a short rider, you can bring the window down more. If you're a tall rider, you can bring the window up. Or if you want, you can bring the window all the way down. So if you have a full face helmet, you're like, looking into the wind to give you the most aerodynamics.
Yeah.
It's like just shit you wouldn't expect to see on a Goldwing. So the 1.8 liter flat, it's a 6-cylinder. Really? 1.8 liter 6-cylinder on the Goldwing? God, that's a heavy motor. That's got to be a heavy, heavy motor.
Jeez.
Dude, that's the same displacement as my Corolla had, my Toyota Corolla. Like a freaking four-passenger car, right? They had like 139 horsepower stock. Oh, my gosh. But, yeah, I was sadly... to be fair, though, if I ever owned a motorcycle, I'd be dead right now. I was one of those people where it's like every car I've ever had, I VMAXed it like daily. like for most of its ownership. I mean, I can tell you right now, my Subaru WRX STI has seen north of 140 miles an hour more times than I can count. Like I have driven, and it tops out at around 160. So if you get a slight downhill going on the old I-90, though, you can push her a little further. I think my top speed I hit was like 167. But that was like coming down I-90, like just pegged for like 2 miles. And it has 236 wheel horsepower 326 wheel horsepower, 380 torque. So it's not stock. Like the stock Subaru, I think at the wheels, it's like 250 after drivetrain loss or something like that. So it's like, so I got basically like another 100 horsepower over the stock car and a lot more torque. But they're not very aerodynamic cars. I don't know if you've ever seen like the Subaru WRX STIs. Those are not built for aerodynamics. That car literally sounds like the windshield's gonna cave in at 160. Like I'm surprised that there's people that take these and turn them into freaking time attack cars with like 800 horsepower. And I'm like, dude, if you crack the windshield, the rear window will blow out of the thing. Like it is not designed to cut through the air. And if you ever want to know how crazy of a driver, just talk to Jay's 2 cents, man. He'll tell you. His first time to Washington, I took him for a drive through Bellevue. And it's like we literally jumped like a median going over 100 miles an hour, like to get around somebody on the freeway that was being a dick. And I got him to tense up pretty good. And he's not an easy one to scare either. He's definitely, if you've ever seen how he drives, it makes me look like drive him as Daisy. Holy shit, man. First time I ever went for a ride with him in his Camaro, his, God, what was that? LS or 1LE, ZL 1LE. That's what
his Corvette?
No, a Camaro. But he had it like the whole engine gone through and shit. Like this was not stock. It was like 800 or 900 horsepower running on ethanol.
Jeez.
And holy shit, man, when he picked me up from the airport in that thing and he stabbed it, that's probably the only car I've ever been in that felt comparable to a Tesla for acceleration from a stop.
Nice.
Like, and if you've ever been in a Tesla Plaid, it's a one-trick pony, but it does that trick well. Like, it is legitimately scary how fast that car... Like, honestly, I just got, like, within the last couple of weeks, I got to go for a ride in my first Plaid. Now, I've gone for a ride in a heavily modified one-off P85D Ludicrous edition that my buddy Adam has. And that car, I think from a dig, has more push, like out of the hole. But my God, the Plaid car, once it does that cheetah mode trick and it kind of gets up on the wheels and it starts going, I mean, it stabs you back in your seat. You're going 100 miles an hour and you still feel like it's pulling. Like it still feels like it's getting worse and worse and worse. Like it doesn't fall off. And I thought that was really weird. Like I'm like, people can just go buy these. Like you just go buy 1,000 horsepower car, 1,000 horsepower at the wheel. and just stab the throttle and you're like 0 to 60 in 2.3 seconds on regular pavement with regular tires. Dude, it's weird. You can't. It just takes your breath away. It just absolutely takes your breath away. It's a good thing I don't have a Tesla either, because honestly, the thing would catch fire. And I'd never be able to go anywhere. I'd drain the battery constantly because I would just be on the pedal like lead foot everywhere. Dude, nothing beats them unless you have $1 million hypercar or the newest cheat code, which is the Corvette, the ZL1 Corvette that's got like 1,001 horsepower or something with a ginormous ass turbo. That thing's crazy. I would love to go for a ride in one of those. But short of that, I mean, you need hypercar territory to beat a Tesla, like Plaid Edition from 0 to 60. Like, that's why they always go to the track, and they always pull the same. It doesn't matter how good of a driver you are. It does not matter. You stab the gas, you push the brake, stab the gas, let off the brake pedal, and it will always do exactly like a 9.8 in the quarter. Like within tenths of a second, every single time, repeatable, over and over and over again, until I think once the battery gets below like 60%, I think it starts falling off. But it's just insane to watch these things just beating like fucking twin turbo Huracans and shit. You know, they have like 1,500 horsepower, and this like 5,000 pound Tesla is still like just destroying it to 60 miles an hour. And you're like, what the fuck is going on here? It's just magic, man. Electric is magic. The Dodge Demon 170 is up there. Yeah, but only if you put the skinny tires on the front and the drag radials on the back. If you're just running street tires, the Dodge Demon just smokes them. Like, it does not hook up at all. I've actually driven a Dodge Demon, and I was like, how can anybody drive this and not die? Because if you even give it any more than 20% throttle, anywhere under 60 miles an hour, the back end just wants to go left or right. Like, you just have to live in traction control. If you turn traction control off in the Demon, you will just die. like it's the car just wants to whip around on you. And plus it feels, that's the weird thing about the big Camaros, they feel really heavy. Like Teslas don't feel heavy. That's the weird thing about them, is you get in like a Tesla Plaid, and don't get me wrong, you notice in the corners, you definitely notice the weight in the corners, but like when you just stab the throttle in a Tesla, it does not feel like a heavy car at all. Like the way it carries its weight is like ungodly good. Like it doesn't have that. It doesn't just break the tires loose and start smoking them and stuff like the Camaro and the Corvettes do. And it doesn't, the traction control. You can only get so much traction control on a gas engine, right? Because it has to modulate it in and out. Where the electric motor can, check it thousands of times a second, and you can just literally watch the rubber, in slow motion. You see the rubber deform, and it's like right on the edge, and there's no twitching at all. And it's just every little bit on any surface. And then the gas car is like half a wheel turn, stop, half a wheel turn, stop, half a wheel turn, stop. You don't see it like in real time, but it's like on a slow motion camera, you're like, holy shit, man, traction control on a gas engine sucks balls. Have I heard of the Sur-Ron bikes? They're electric. Oh yeah, I'd love a Sur-Ron. Dude, those things are badass. Have you seen those? The little electric Sur-Ron bikes? So they're kind of like a cross between a dirt bike and a mountain bike, but they're electric.
Oh,
and
interesting.
I think they come stock with like a 74 volt motor or something like that puts out like 6,000 watts.
Oh, dang, that's pretty cool looking.
Yeah, you can upgrade the shit out of them too. Like you can get them. Like I've seen these things upgraded to the point where they're like beating sport bikes up to 60 miles an hour. Like purpose built sport bikes. So you can get them like super fast. And there's another one that's really expensive that's called a Stark Varg. Does that sound right? Stark Varg. So it's the first electric like dirt bike. Like it's full on 100% dirt bike. As a matter of fact, like some guy won like a jumping championship last year on this thing, like going higher than any other bike off the ramp. And I want to say it has like 80 or 90 horsepower in a dirt bike. This is a dirt bike with like 80 or 90 horsepower. When like the next fastest dirt bike's like 60. So but I think they're like, I want to say they're like super expensive. They're like $10,000 or something like that. It's ridiculous. I do miss my dirt bike though. That dirt bike was probably one of the funnest things I ever had. But I couldn't ride it now with my back as fucked up as it is. Well, today has been the randomest show ever. What do you say we talk about topics for a little while?
Sure, we can talk about some stuff, I guess.
I guess. I got us off the beaten path today. I don't even think I even tweeted out the stream even once. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing right now, but that's what happens when you have an hour's sleep.
Just having a good time.
Yeah, it's good. It's fun to hang out with you, dude. I've had a rough week. My stomach. I've been having bad stomach problems that have been really fucking with my sleep and give me nightmares for some reason. Like like my stomach even right now. I've drank half a bottle of Pepto in the last 3 days. Been down in a bunch of those calcium tablets. What are those called? Tums or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah, my stomach just still feels absolutely rotten. It's like this morning I tried to eat a banana before the stream, and it's like I was trying to choke that thing down. And it was not feeling good, dude.
Yeah, bro.
So yeah, but hey, you know what? Coming on the show and talking to you and hanging out with you is the highlight of my entire week. So
good. Nice.
I appreciate it. All right, so our topics. Let's talk about this robot self-evolution thing. The robots growing robots. That was pretty.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting.
That was super interesting because I think that when you start thinking about shit like that combined with like AI, the picture starts looking a little weird about where our future is headed.
It's kind of neat. I like this idea though. I mean, it's obviously to me, this is the progression of robotics and whatnot. So here is the official. So that's kind of like the abstract, I guess, or this is Columbia's write-up on it that Jay just posted. This is the GitHub that kind of dives a little deeper into it. So if any of you guys have seen Big Hero 6, it's very much like the little microbots that the kid makes. Ow, what's that? Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. They're our results demonstrate that it is possible to form machines that can grow physically and become more capable within their lifetime by consuming and recycling material from their immediate surroundings and other machines. All these results are still nascent. They suggest a step towards a future where robots can grow, self-repair, and adapt instead of being purpose-built with the vain hope of anticipating all use cases, which makes sense. Like, that is obviously the right way to go, is to design machines that can adapt, basically. And we're seeing this in a lot of other places, too. It's not just, like, this is a really neat thing, because, like, they can, like, these little rods, these little bot thingies can, like, come together, and they can form like different shapes and stuff and different purposes and things like that. And so, I mean, but we see it in other things where like you've got these like snake type kind of robots that can like expand and push and move and flex and like get it themselves up tubes and things to get places.
Veritasium like did a video on those, that robot that inflates, like they can put it in pipes and it like turns itself inside out to get through like any obstacle.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. And so, like the Geth in Mass Effect, sure, similar sort of deal, yeah.
This is a super simple design, too. It doesn't even look like it has a camera. It looks like the camera is like an external mechanism that's looking at the registration marks and telling them what to do. Like a swarm?
Yeah, it gets that way. Yeah, there's like a magnet, connector shell.
It looks like an octagon, and it has registration marks on each side going all the way around. And it's very simple. All it is a servo that can extend the shaft out the front and the back, and then it has a magnet that when it gets close to the other magnet, they attach.
Yeah.
And then it can extend and contract the shaft on each side to like expand and move the robot. And the more of these that you have connected, the more sophisticated movement the robot has.
Yeah. So I think this is more of a proof of concept. They call it truss link.
Oh, for sure. I don't see the scale being
robot
useful
building block
with magnets.
Yeah, I mean, to certain. I think it's more just like, hey, this is kind of we have this idea that robots should be able to like reconfigure to meet the need, and so this is like their implementation of that idea. And yeah, the concept of robot metabolism raises more questions than we can answer in this paper. Thus, we focus on a set of key challenges, and this is their answer to those challenges: self-assembly, self-improvement, recombination after separation, and robot-to-robot assisted reconfiguration. So yeah, they're starting with the concept that robots should be able to like change and adapt and restructure and things like that.
Are bigger than
this is how they can do that.
These units are pretty big when you see it next to their hands at the top of that page you posted.
Oh, at the top?
Yeah. There's like a banner across. You can see the guy holding on.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that is
like
way bigger than I thought. I thought they were little.
Yeah,
I thought they were little.
big.
These things are like a foot.
Yeah.
Like contracted. They're like at least a foot long, which, okay, cool.
Dude, they're showing them being used for like bridges and truss structures for like buildings. So like they can assemble the framework of the building and then you just cover it.
Right.
Antenna towers. That's interesting. A robot that can like physically move because it's expanding and contracting. Like he can actually create legs and move the legs.
Yeah.
So it's pretty badass. I mean, obviously with the magnet, that they need a better clamping device for this to be useful with like load. Yeah. But as a proof of concept, and the thing that I find fascinating with stuff like this is now they create this like simple mechanism that does a very simple and predictable thing, but then you combine it into all these different scenarios and it achieves something. What happens now when you plug this into a neural network and you say, I want you to just try every possible thing you can, and then give it reinforcement learning, which means if you achieve something that's good, then reward yourself. If you go backwards, then punish yourself and don't go down that path again. Yeah. You're going to eventually come back, and these things are going to be in formations that you never even thought of.
Oh yeah,
and like the more you have, the bigger the bigger the combinations, right?
Yeah, they've done that kind of thing with designing circuit boards and stuff. 100%, they're just like, 100%. Hey, this is the goal. Here's the tools you have available. Now make like the most efficient circuit boards that you can, and they're like blowing people's minds. Like the regular engineering and stuff would not have come up with this idea, but
right,
because it's like these neat, weird, like organic, real curvy sort of Oh man, it's
Have you seen
or
that
when
car? There's a car
Yeah,
for sale
yeah.
right now. It's like the people sit behind each other. It's like inline seating, and it's the fastest car in the world around like dozens of tracks. Like I think it's like the Nürburgring, the Laguna Seca. It holds all the track records for its class, and every part on the car, including the body panels, the A-arms, they all look like organic, like they were grown. And it's because they use their in-house AI to optimize all of the shapes and run simulations to figure out how much material it could remove and configure in a certain way where it has exactly the strength that they need in all axes, but like within an ounce. If you remove 1 ounce of material, you'll compromise it. So it's like super close to the edge of performance. And if they increase the performance on the engine and the downforce in the wing, then the simulations will go through and compensate. And for like the next version of the car that's faster, it'll know where to add the weight to make it strong enough, but the absolute bare minimum weight that it can achieve. And it's a beautiful car. Like when you look at it under the skin, like the frame and how it connects up with the engine and everything, it just literally looks like all the parts were grown. And they're all 3D printed too, because you can't CNC these parts. They're so organic. With like inside material removed, they have to be 3D printed because of the internal geometry of the parts.
It's so weird,
dude. I can't remember. Do you guys know the name of the car? Does anybody know the car I'm talking about? My brain is just dead right now. I can't think of it. But I know it's the first car that's like mostly 3D printed. Like the only parts they didn't 3D print were the ones that they weren't allowed to because of here. What is the name of the car that is mostly designed with AI and 3D printed?
Zinger?
That's it. That's it. The Zinger. Yeah, the Zinger 21C.
Zinger AI designed and 3D printed hypercar.
Yep, that's it.
There we go. The 21C.
And they're already selling them. You can buy them. I mean, it's a limited run, but you can buy them. It's a $2 million car though. And but yeah, they have their own internal manufacturing process. Oh, and everything in house is 3D printed. Like they have their own robotic assembly line that like assembles the parts after they come off the 3D printers. So their goal is to create a plant that can fully assemble these cars from like scratch to finish from raw materials.
Wow.
That's the goal. And top speed, 281 miles an hour. That's just insane. 0 to 60 in 1.9 seconds.
The way like the struts and stuff are like shaped. It's given like a H.R. Geiger kind of thing about it. Like it's very organic looking.
It's a gorgeous car.
Just this skeleton look that they have on the
and this isn't prototype. Wow. This isn't prototype. This isn't like some imaginary dreamed up one of one. This is a
trip.
This is a car that they are actually like testing at tracks, and customers already have cars. Like I watched a video last week where a guy was lapping Laguna Seca in a customer car. Like the customer said he could borrow it for a couple laps, and he was driving it, and it's just crazy. You pop the back clamshell and you look in, and it just all looks organic. It looks like it was grown. Like all the A-arms for the suspension and everything, nothing has a straight line. Like the whole thing everything is just curves.
Wow.
And it's insane. The car weighs like almost nothing too. It's 1,200 horsepower.
Jeez.
And its power to weight ratio, I think, is higher than just about any other car.
The VMAX one looks freaking, jeez, man.
Oh, is that the one where the wing's off of it?
There's no rear wing, and the back slopes really, or I mean, it's not sharp, but there's like no rear storage
it's designed
space
to cut through the air,
it's
right?
super low. Like you can see that it's shorter than the regular C1 or the 21C. Oh man, that's pretty.
Yeah, it's insane to watch that thing lap a track too. Like it just sticks. So the total curb weight of the car is 2,733 pounds.
Jeez, man, there's motorcycles that are heavier than that.
Seriously. So under 3,000 pounds. It's going to be like all carbon
fiber and aluminum and stuff. Like,
and it meets all crash standards. They've crash tested it and everything. It meets all emissions, all crash test standards, all the airbags and stuff. So that's where a lot of the weight comes from.
So cool.
And so 2,700 pounds, and it has a 1-to-1 power ratio. So that means for every kilogram of weight, it has 1 horsepower. So like think about an RC car.
Man.
Like think about like one of those RC cars that you get that has that's like a 1-to-1, right? Like one of those really like nitro cars that does like 150 miles an hour. And this is a full-size car that has that 1-to-1 ratio. The only other car I know that has a 1-to-1 ratio like that is Koenigsegg has a car, and it's a heavier car. I want to say it's like 1,000 pounds heavier. It's like 3,800 pounds, and it's the Jesko. And I think it has like 1,800 or 2,000 horsepower, and it's like so that one also is like 1 kilogram to 1 horsepower ratio, the 1-to-1. But again, it's a much bigger, much heavier car. This thing's tiny. This thing's like all. And the only other car I know that's faster than this, but it doesn't count because it's, or I should say quicker, not faster. This has a higher top speed. But there's a fan car that has so much suction that it can be upside down and hold itself to the ceiling.
Get out.
It's
crazy.
fully electric. It's like one Goodwill Festival of Speed, like in class. It's, I think for like 3 years in a row now, it's beat everybody by like a massive margin. Again, I can't remember the damn name of it. This is why AI is great. What is the name of the electric fan car that won Goodwill or Goodwin Festival of Speed? It's crazy. It's called the McMurtry Sperling. So the McMurtry Sperling. This thing is stupid, man. This thing is absolutely stupid. And the funny thing is, it looks a lot like the other car. Like, you can tell that the way you get a car to go fast is by making it narrow and have like the smallest footprint into the air, right? Like, you want the aerodynamics to be crazy. So this car right here can go around a corner faster than any other car because it literally sucks it down to the pavement. And it has the same downforce at 0 miles an hour as it does at like 200 miles an hour.
It looks like a Lotus almost.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's absolutely. To me, it looks like a Batmobile.
You're telling me this thing moves from fans, like it's blowing air out the back end.
Yes, but the fans blowing out the back are just to suck it to the ground. There's a whole nother set of electric motors that drive the tires. So what it's doing is it's vacuuming it down to the track to create downforce. So it creates 2,000. No. What did they say? 3,000 pounds of downforce sitting still. So like literally just at the start before you even push the gas pedal down, it's already got that downforce.
On-demand fan system. Interesting.
Goodwood Festival Speed. Sorry, I said. See, hey, it even corrected it. It actually said, "Did you mean Goodwood Festival Speed?" That's exactly what I meant. So this car is faster than an F1 car at hill climb. Like, it actually killed Max Chilton's like record with the hill climb before in an F1 car. It's
Ridiculous.
0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds, faster than most roller coasters. And it has 1,000 horsepower. Oh, it weighs under 1,000 kilogram with 1,000 horsepower. That's an insane ratio. But here's the thing. Like, normally F1 cars that go around corners like really, really fast, they have to go fast to carry the speed to get the downforce. This thing can go around a corner at 60, 70 miles an hour, still pulling like 2.5 G.
Oh, snap. They run this on the Top Gear test track.
Oh, yeah, they run this thing everywhere.
I don't want to hear you. I don't know who you are. I don't want to hear this. I just want to watch it go.
No, they've run this thing everywhere. This thing's been all over the place. Like I said, they've been. I think it's been for sale for over a year now. You can buy it.
I just want to see Stig do the fucking thing.
Dude, I would not want to be behind that car. Could you think of the rocks that thing must be chucking? Like, if that thing runs over a patch of gravel or something like that with that thing cranked up, oh my god, dude, you'd like sandblast the car behind you.
Oh man,
it's not street legal. It's not street legal though.
Yeah, no way.
Yeah, I think it holds the record for the fastest accelerating car in the world right now. Like, nothing short of a rocket car. Because it's 0 to 60 in 1.5 seconds, and it does that on an unprepped surface because it pushes the tires into the pavement so hard with the downforce without adding any sprung weight to the car that it just goes. It's a rocket ship. Every video I've seen of people driving this, they get out of it and they're just like how is that even possible?
Dude, yeah,
like, this is a whole new
you'd
level.
be shaking.
Like,
just
it hurts. Like it physically is painful. It is what they say. Like and that's not even on a prep surface. I've never seen this thing take off on a prep surface. Probably fucking break the axles. But yeah, the Zinger, it's absolutely crazy. And sadly, the guy who designed it died, I think, last year. But he got to see it. He got to see it realized. He got to drive the final product. So, he could die a happy man because this thing is a masterpiece.
I don't know if the display is doing it in miles per hour or kilometers, but I saw him hit almost 170.
Oh yeah, this thing easily does 200 miles easily.
Yeah, it's got to be miles per hour then.
And the cornering is what's crazy on it. And so at Goodwood,
they almost hit 180. Wow.
Did you see the video where they flip it upside down while it's sucking down to the surface?
No, I'm watching the Top Gear lap.
So there's a video where they put this thing on a turntable, like just a flat metal turntable, and then they turn the fans up all the way. So the car's not moving. The car's just sitting there stationary with nothing bolting it down, nothing strapping it down. It turns on the fans all the way, and then it rotates the whole platform upside down with somebody inside of it. and the car is hanging from its own suction under the platform, and then it drives forward, and then it drives backwards to show that it can move, that it's not bolted down, and then it twists back around, then they turn the fan off.
Wow.
I'm like, dude, you gotta have some balls to do that, man, because if something goes wrong or a motor overheats or that fan turns off, that thing's just falling straight to the ground. Like, but think about that, a car that could literally drive on the roof of a tunnel. Like if you had a ramp that could get you up on the wall.
Oh, Men in Black style.
Whoosh. Yeah. You remember those old RC cars? Those RC cars that had little fans that you could stick on the wall and drive on the wall and drive on the windshield. This is like the real life version of that. But fun. Still has all the acceleration in the world. And it doesn't have a crazy amount of range because to keep the weight down, I think it only has like a 60 kilowatt hour battery or something. So it's like one of those things where it's like you do 2 laps and then you go charge it back up, right? It's not designed to do endurance racing or anything like that. But oh my God, like the fact that they created a car that has so much downward suction that it can hang itself upside down is just insane. Because literally going around corners, you don't want the weight because the weight creates that force that pushes you out, right? That causes the car to understeer. So if you have a car that's 1,000 pounds, but it's pushing down to the pavement like it's a 4,000 pound car, you're getting all the benefits of the lightweight and all the benefits of the downforce. So it's like Formula One car meets, Tesla Plaid or whatever. It's like you're getting the best of both worlds. And so I don't know which one I'd rather have, honestly. Like between that, I think I'd rather have the first one that was the Zephyr, because that one can drive on the road. Right. So that one's fully street legal. And honestly, that thing already has like all the downforce in the world that you need. Like the fan car. And plus, like the fan car, if you go to a track day, are they going to let you on the track with something that's like blowing rocks out the back and shit? Like, I think that's a real problem. Could you imagine what that looks like if that thing goes into the gravel trap or something? Like you slide off on a corner, you go into the gravel, and it just sucks up all the gravel and shoots it out the back. Like your car's done. Blow the car. I think
we want the fucking liability, you're going to have to go somewhere else.
I feel like fan cars are like all the rage now, though, because look how many have come out just like in the last year. We have the McMurtry, and we have the T50 is the one that's Gordon Murray created. To replace it's like the new McLaren F1 basically, but it's a fan car. So if you look up I think it's the T50 if memory serves, and it's a center seated position with 2 off to the side, just like the original McLaren F1, but it's a fan car. And the fan, it doesn't create enough fan force to hold itself upside down like the other one we just looked at, the McMurtry. But but the downforce is like super remarkable, and it's not like super high horsepower. Well, 700 horsepower, but compared to like this other shit, that's nothing nowadays.
Yeah, right.
It's like in another year, Honda Civics and shit are gonna have like 700 horsepower. That's like,
nah,
dude. I remember when I bought my Subaru back in 2000. I want to say it was like 2011. I bought it. No, it's 2008. Never mind. It was 2008 when I bought it. And I was like, dude, this is like one of 3 cars that has like this 0 to 60 time, like unmodded, under $100,000. Like it was all the hotness. It was like that, the RS4 and the Mitsubishi Evo. And I was like, dude, it was all, and everybody took it for a ride. And it was like, oh my God, this is so fast. Dude, today they make a stock Honda Odyssey van.
Yeah,
a stock Honda Odyssey van that can do a 0 to 60 in the same time my stock Subaru could before it was upgraded. And I'm like, dude, this is like fucked up. Now you can go buy, what is it, the Genesis or whatever that has like 450 horsepower, and they're like sub $30,000 cars. You can buy a Hyundai in the 20,000 range that'll smoke my Subaru. The Ford Focus RS. I think I don't know if they're still making those anymore, but I know the last version of that they released was over 300 horsepower stock. I feel like everything now, it's like 300 horsepower is like the starting point now for like a lot of vehicles. And now when you're talking like sports cars, where 300 horsepower used to be like sports car territory, now sports cars start at like 500 or 600. I remember when the Dodge Viper came out, and the Dodge Viper was 450 horsepower, 450 torque. And that was blowing people's minds. People were like, oh my God, how is this even possible? People should have to have a special license to drive this thing. This is scary fast. And it's like, now you fast forward today, and there's like people with Hondas that have 900 horsepower. You can take a Honda, what is it, K24 2.4 liter, like the engine out of the RSX. Apparently that's a really good engine. And just with like bolt-ons, you can get that thing up to 600-700 horsepower from a 2.4 liter engine. And then Dodge, the Dodge Dart, that wasn't a very long-lived car, the second reincarnation of it. I got a cool story about that car, though. I got to go up to Dirtfish when they shot the commercial for it, and Travis Pastrana was one of the drivers, and Bucky Lasik was the other driver, and I got to meet both of them and hang out with them. It was so cool. It's such a good day. But that engine that they had in that car, it was a cast iron block 2.8 liter, I want to say. And no, sorry, it was 1.8 liter. It was like a tiny little engine. It was either 2.2 or 1.8. I'll have to look it up. But they got 900 horsepower out of it with a turbo. With the stock internals, they pushed 900 horsepower on an engine where the car, like, if you bought the car, it was like 300. It was like super detuned. But they're like, yeah, when we did our testing or whatever, we threw a turbo on it and, maxed out the fuel on E85 or whatever, and we hit 900 horsepower on the engine dyno. And I was like, what? I was like, dude, why isn't everybody buying this car and yanking the engines out of it and using it for other shit? Like, that's crazy. Like, there's not a lot of engines that are that small that can take that kind of power. Like, but now I just feel like horsepower is just a number that people just like throw around now because it's just such a ginormous number. Here, I want to thank, let's see here, the Tech Chef. I want to thank you for your 3-month membership, brother. Really appreciate it. He said, I don't want to derail the stream, but can we talk about what Trump's doing in D.C. with the military, even more proof he's the next Hitler? God damn, dude. I called it, though. Fair enough. I did call that one. I said that if he's successful in California, he'll do it somewhere else. So why not right at home? So, yeah, I don't know if you heard, but he took control of the local police.
Yeah, and he kind of gave up, though. I just recently saw a headline that said he gave the DC police commissioner still in charge.
Good, because the president should never be in control of a state's police department, like ever. Yeah. So that was kind of scary. I'm glad that there was enough pushback though that it forced his hand, because that's what we need to see.
I mean, the National Guard thing still, but like, I don't know.
Dude, I will say this though, Gavin Newsom, I wasn't a big fan before. And honestly, I don't care for a lot of the shit that he does. But you know what I do like is he's using Trump's own stick against him, and it's amazing. Have you seen his posts on X?
Yeah, man. Yeah, look, I need to see more of that. I need to see more of that kind of shit from other. There have been some, like, what's the guy, Jitzer, governor of Pennsylvania or something, maybe, or is it Wyoming? I don't know. Maybe it's a Midwest state. He's doing okay. I feel like he's doing a little bit more on the like TV side. There's been a couple other governors that have been like on the news, like TV news, doing some pushback stuff. But
we need more fire with fire.
If it's gonna be, if it's gonna be hearts and minds, man, it's got to be social media. You got to start. You got to ratchet up this bullshit sass.
You have to play the game. And Gavin Newsom, he's setting a great example for it. And the best part is, Fox News calls him out every time he makes a tweet. And they're like, oh, he's being so childish and he's not taking things seriously. But the great thing is you want them to say that, because he's doing is exactly what Trump is doing. He's literally mirroring him. So when Fox News is like, oh, you're being childish and you're not taking things seriously and you're unfunny, you're saying that the president also is unfunny and is also unserious and also isn't taking, So I think that's great, because you want that to happen. You want that comparison, because people are smart enough to see it. People are smart enough to see, wait a second. He's talking exactly the same. He's using all caps. He's literally talking just like Trump. And it's like, oh, well, he's just being childish and he's stupid. Nobody should talk that way when they're in a. And you're like, you realize that he's copying the guy that you're praising for doing that shit. Mm-hmm. So it really shows your hypocrisy. And but it's so funny. Like I'm just looking the office. What is it? The press office of Governor Newsom. Tiny Hands is out here copying me, but without the stamina, sad, and certainly without the looks, total beta.
I love it.
It's all the caps. It's the greatest. Dude, every time I see a new one pop up, I'm just like, this is the greatest thing ever. Whoever he has making those posts, they have captured him so perfectly. I almost wonder if they're using AI, because it is so perfectly like him.
You should look up the head of his press office or whatever it is. It's like a black lady.
Who is the head of Newsom?
Right, because it's not Newsom himself doing this stuff.
He's not posting these. No. This is his office doing it. But this I mean, he's approving it. Like, he obviously wants them to do it. But here's the last one. This was yesterday. Many people are saying .. and I agree .. This is in all caps. That Gavin C. Newsom, America's favorite governor, in all caps, in parentheses, deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. Because, Trump said he deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. And make a big deal. So now Gavin's like, no, I actually deserve
Camille Zapata.
He said, why? Why? Because of the most incredible maps in the history of mapping, even Columbus.
Oh, my bad.
These maps will end the very rigged elections, make America great again. Mega ! Retake Congress for the people and save democracy. Nobody else could have done this. Certainly not the self-proclaimed master deal maker Donald Taco Trump Tiny Hands who missed the deadline and lost. Sad. And dude, you seriously, whoever's writing this, and almost at the end of every message, he puts, "Thank you for your attention to this matter." Because that's what Trump did too. When it's like, it doesn't even make sense in the context. But to be fair, I'm starting to wonder if Trump's even making his posts half the time. I think it might be that Stephen Chung guy. I don't know if you've ever seen him, but that guy's like the biggest piece of shit that's ever walked the earth. Like, he is just the sickest fucking racist piece of shit I've ever seen. But the funny thing is, Trump hates him and doesn't put him on camera because he thinks he's fat and ugly and talks shit about him all the time. For some reason, he still just sucks him off. So he must be getting a good deal somewhere. But yeah, I see these posts with the all caps and like the childish bullshit and everything. It's just the fact that he can match it so perfectly. Like, when I read that, if it wasn't his name on it, I would assume immediately it's from Trump. Like, if you swapped it, that's how good it is. It's like, I couldn't tell the difference. If you put Trump's post next to his post and you just change the names, you cannot tell. It is that perfect. So his press person is just fucking amazing. Oh yeah, Camilla Zapata.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't know who his press person was, but man, they deserve a raise. They are on freaking point. And the thing is, honestly, the only way to win to win back like America is to match Trump and fight fire with fire. You have to, right? In the social media fear, because if you don't, the thing is he maintains his control over people, just like Hitler did, by being over the top and being what's the word, hyperbolic, right? Really hyperbolic all the time, always on, always attacking. You're either with him or against him, no middle ground. And people resonate with that. Like people, for especially the younger generation, resonates with that. And so when you have the other side just doing plain politics, that's not as interesting from an entertainment perspective. So to get people's attention, you kind of have to do the spectacle. So I think that if more people did this, I think it'd be the greatest thing ever. Like, if we could get every single governor of every blue state to post 30 times a day, just like Trump on X and all the platforms, right, in the same tone, the same caps, everything, just to make him look, it would just completely eviscerate him. He wouldn't know how to handle it. He'd freak the fuck out and start just stepping into landmine after landmine. So I hope that that's what happens, because honestly, it's not the thing that we're doing already isn't working. Fighting fair, fighting fair, and trying to be professional, decorum. It's gone. It's done. Like, yeah, the only way to protect the people, sadly, now is to fight fire with fire. And then once you have control back, you can start giving freedom back. You can start getting rid of all this fucking anti-democratic shit that Trump's been doing. But in the intermediate, you have to get people's attention. You have to get the media. And that's the thing too, is like, Fox usually doesn't talk about anything that's going on the Democratic side, but now they start posting like Trump, and now all of a sudden they're on it constantly. Right. And it's because Trump's calling them up, and they're like, "This is fucked up. You guys need to beat this bullshit down." It eats him alive, right? And that's good. That's what we want. So yeah, I think it's a great thing that Gavin's doing. I hope more people catch on. Camilla definitely deserves a raise, like massively. but yeah, I laugh every time I see a post now. And that's the great thing, is like, before I was like not really paying attention to his posts, but then when he started doing this, it's like I had to see what he was going to say next, because it's just so well done. It's so perfectly well done. And it makes so, I don't even know, like, it's the best way to make fun of somebody doing something stupid.
Oh yeah.
Is that just perfectly demonstrate and do exactly what they're doing, and then have them realize how stupid it looks and how ridiculous it is. And then for them to attack you for doing it, knowing that you're literally parodying them and doing the same thing that they're doing.
Yep.
That's rad. That's absolutely rad. The one who is doing Gavin's post, a woman named Camilla. Oh yeah, you're a little lagged. We figured it out. Thank you for the information though, seriously. But yeah, she's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Let's see what else do we have here. Man, I need to get my tabs in order. Should have slept more than an hour last night, but I couldn't. My stomach's so trash, dude.
That sucks, man.
Yeah, so Taco Chef 420, I hope you're still here and we were able to get to your question there. Let's see here. Let me make sure all my shit's still updating here. We didn't miss anything. I don't think we did, though. Dude, seriously though, today, I mean, wait, what is that, 7 days ago? This is weird. So I refreshed my feed and it was showing me all the YouTube stuff, ground control, which is like Stream Elements' little tool that shows your activity feed. Yep. It was showing me everything perfectly. And now I hit refresh and it's only showing like 2 of like the 6 or 8 things. Their shit's broken. Their shit's majorly broken. But huge shout out to Pele today, man. Pele threw
Yeah,
down,
dude, for sure.
Pele, seriously, with the 800 sexes, that's a lot of sexes. We appreciate you. We're sorry that the fucking thing at the top of the screen isn't updating for shit.
Great stuff is always broken.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I don't know why. But the thing is, it updates a little. Like, it obviously saw some of them because you see the $30 at the top of the screen there. But that should say $103.79. And it doesn't because it's like missing like half the things. And I'm looking at it. They were all done through Super Chats. So it's not like they're different methods of payment that one got missed or the other one. It just Stream Elements is just really dropping the ball with a lot of the events for some reason. I don't know why. Here, let's see. Here, we'll do one more, and then I think I got to wrap up because I'm getting pretty ditzy. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do the hours after show that I normally do. I need to get my stomach in order. Oh yeah. Hold on. The GPT-5 backlash and rollout. You said you heard a little about this too, right?
Yeah. It was a little jank. Like they took away 4.40. It was supposed to, like, GPT-5 was supposed to like pick the right model or whatever, depending on like your requests and stuff. But they were only allowing like 200 requests a week at first, and took away the option, like any of the legacy options. But it was only for like a brief moment, like maybe a day or two or something. Because like when I finally hopped in to start using it, they had fixed it. It was, I could, you can pick whatever model you want and that kind of thing. But
the weird thing is, I've been seeing people either love it or hate it. This is the most polarizing model I've seen out yet.
Really?
Like, yeah, I've seen some people say they absolutely fucking hate it, and they don't. Oh, it's such a step backwards, and 4.0 is so much better, and it's such crap, and it makes all these mistakes. And I see another person saying it's like the best coding AI they've ever used, and oh my god, it's such a gigantic leap forward. So it's like, I don't know if this was during that period where they swapped things out or whatever, but it's just weird. Lost Space, is NordVPN down for you today too? No, I'm using it right now. No, although NordVPN did do a weird thing earlier where it was like barking about some certificate expiration or some certificate thing, and it's like, oh my god, your internet traffic is getting intercepted or something. But all I had to do was just restart it, and it worked fine. It updated the certificate. So, but you might want to try that. Just kill NordVPN entirely. I'd even reboot your computer just to be sure and see if it comes up online and it works after that. But yeah, I did have some issues with it. But yeah, the GPT-5 thing. The thing I like about GPT-5 is you can use it for free through Microsoft right now. So if you go to copilot.microsoft.com and you click the little drop down, GPT-5 is now an option that you can use. Now you might have to, I don't know if you have to log in under, I think you only get like 1 or 2 or 3 prompts or something if you're not logged into an account. But if you're logged into a live account, which is free to make, right? Anybody can make as many live accounts as you want, just like Gmail. You can even use your Gmail account as your live account if you want to. But then once you log in, you can select, smart GPT-5 from the drop down when it says, hey, what do you want to dive into today with the text box? And then once you select that, whatever you type into your prompt, that's going to go through Chat GPT-5. But if you go to OpenAI's website, they only let you do, I want to say like a couple of prompts, like a handful of prompts if you're not paying, and then it says your quote is done. You can't do nothing. This I haven't run out of anything yet. Now arguably I haven't used it a ton. But I have at least run, like, even during the stream, I've probably put 10, 15 prompts through it so far, and it's not complaining. So, and I haven't hit a limit yet. Right. So, and it also gives you two deep researches a day. That's like where it takes 10 to 15 minutes to run, and it uses like shitloads of agents, and they all go do like deep research on a subject. I don't really recommend using that for like a coding project. Like, it's kind of a waste. Just use GPT-5 if you're going to do that, or the Think Deeper or Quick Response, which is like 2 to 3 seconds. That's the default one. Quick Response, I think, uses GPT-3.5 or something like that. Like something really lightweight. Might even be 1.0. But yeah, the GPT-5 thing, if you're doing any coding stuff, like as far as the free AIs go, that's probably your best bet. Because Gemini, what is it? Here, Google Gemini 2.5 is amazing at coding, by the way. Like I don't know what Google did, but they came from the back and they jumped to the front. And so if you go to gemini.google.com, you can, if you log in under your Gmail account, you can do 2.5 Flash. You can do a bunch of prompts. You can do the reasoning, which does math and coding with 2.5 Pro. That one I don't think you can use for free. Here, let me see. Write me a Python script that will speak the following. Here, I'll say, write me a Python script that will speak the temperature outside where I live. Actually, that's probably playing with fire. Without mentioning the location, using a female voice. See what it does. Oh, it's running the query. Okay, I didn't know you got 2.5 Pro at all. I thought you had to pay. Like last time I tried this, you had to pay to get 2.5 Pro. So it may not give me a bunch of them, but it is letting me use 2.5 Pro. But even 2.5 non-Pro is really good at writing code. Like so if you want to write code, use that one. I don't know how many they give you a day. I want to say it's only like 5 prompts, and then they cut you off after that. It did write the code, though. It looks like it goes out to some website, grabs your latitude and longitude from your IP address, and then it gets your weather from openmetro.com openmeteo.com. And then it initializes the text-to-speech engine, loads a female voice. If you can't find it, then it loads the default voice. And this is the current temperature outside is temp in degrees. All right, well, let's see if it works.
Temp N, yeah.
Let's see. I'll put it in a Python script and see what happens. Here, notepad, temp, speak temp.py. This is how easy it is to code now, guys. Just save that and then Python speak temp.py. I need to install some modules. Pip install PyTTS X3. Looks like it needs that for text to speech. Okay, it's installed. Did you guys hear anything?
I didn't.
It says error. It says error initializing text to speech engine invalid literal for int with base 16 for what the fuck does that mean? Here, let me type it in the AI, see if I can solve it. It did actually print it to the screen though. It said the temperature currently is 71 degrees outside. I don't know how accurate that is. But I fed it back its error. Okay, it's letting me run another query with 2.5 Pro, so I'm really curious how many 2.5 Pro queries you get a day, because 2.5 Pro is really good.
Bunches.
This is okay. It's told me now it's trying to use a different library called Play Sound. It said, first you'll need to install a new library. It's more reliable method of using Google's text to speech. All right. Well, here, let's try it and see what happens. Play notepad. What did I call it? It was speak temp. So notepad, speak temp. Just dump it, save it, and run it. That worked. So there you go. Look at that. I just didn't even have to write a line of code. Not only that, it even saves it in an audio file. So if you want to play it back again, you can just open the MP3 or post it somewhere. Then I run it again. Oh, you guys can't hear it because I had to mute desktop audio. Hold on, let me unmute desktop audio for a second. It might make you a little reverby, but here, you guys can hear it now.
The current temperature outside is 71 degrees.
All right, there. Now they were able to hear it. So yeah, that was the script. And that was written with Gemini 2.5 Pro. As a matter of fact, I mean, I don't know why I even wasted the prompt on 2.5 Pro, because it would have written just as good code for this with Flash. So Flash is the free one that you can use a ton. But if you want the reasoning, math, and code, it's weird that they say it says fast all-around help for 2.5 Flash, but 2.5 Pro, it says reasoning, math, and code. Where's the regular one in between? Because there's supposed to be Flash, there's supposed to be 2.5, and then there's supposed to be Pro, but now Pro is missing. Or sorry, the one in between is missing. Oh, it says level up, get more access to Google AI Pro plan for $20 a month. Oh, or $0 for 1 month. Oh, so they have a free month that they kick you if you want to play around with it. But yeah, I'd say if you're doing any coding stuff, try Gemini Flash. It's a little bit better than Copilot. Copilot GPT-5 is decent though, especially if you're doing shit with PowerShell and Windows related stuff. It's really, honestly, it's better when you're using stuff like PowerShell and C# and stuff. It does a really good job because it's heavily trained on Windows stuff. Retro My Bits said, for the alpha is free. You just need to join the Discord and make an account on StreamerBot's website. Oh, that's what you have to do. Okay. So there's a new StreamerBot update that has a whole new UI that doesn't look like anus, but you have to actually be on the Discord to get it, and it's an alpha. Let's see here. Anything else? Stream Elements is vibe code bucket of shit. I don't necessarily disagree with you. Honestly, I don't. God, I wish I didn't feel like such shit today, man. God. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do with the rest of your weekend though? Here, tell me some good stuff. What do you got planned?
I don't know what's going on this weekend. Probably get my dog I need to get him like assessment at the boarding place so that he can do this little doggy daycare stuff when I go to the office.
Oh yeah, how does that
More
work?
stuff
So like if
around-
you want to put your
more stuff
doggy in
around the
doggy,
house.
so if you put your doggy in doggy daycare, they got to like go past like a personality test or something. Make sure they're not going to
Yeah,
kill
make
other
sure he's not
dogs?
gonna flip out and fucking attack other people or other dogs and stuff and that kind of thing.
Is he pretty chill around other animals?
Yes and no. Like when I'm at the dog park, he's fine. He's just focused on the ball, right? He just wants to like play. But like when we're walking on his leash and stuff, he gets a little reactive. Not in like an aggressive way. He's not trying to attack anybody. He's more just like back the fuck up, you know. But
Well, I hope
so
he
it's
passes
kind
his
of a
test
mix.
because that sucks.
I
if
hope
he
so
doesn't.
too. I want, yeah. I think if he's just, I get the feeling it's the leash or the, him being kind of in the harness and like kind of held back that puts him in a weird mood. Because like I said, like normally when we're at the park or just in a neutral space, he's okay. So I think he'll be okay. I think he's gonna get. He'll be a little weird because, he's gonna miss me. But
Yeah, but hopefully if there's a bunch of other dogs around and they're playing and everybody's like giving him attention and
Yeah.
stuff, he'll chill out long enough for you to go do your thing. Because yeah, you got to be able to work, man. You can't leaving him home. He's just gonna probably try to tear everything up. You don't probably want to stick him in a crate.
No.
I know some people like crate train their dogs, but I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like dogs should be able to like move and run around and play. But I do understand, like, I guess if they're used to it, like if they were raised their whole lives, but I don't know, man. Some people I've seen the dogs, they just look so goddamn depressed when you stick them in the crate and it's like, you gotta stay in there for 8 hours. It's like, oh man. But I also know people that have dogs that were crate trained from pups that they'll go into the crate themselves. Like they want to be.
Yeah. And a lot of dogs are like that. They like having a little, like a cave to go to and chill out in. Like, it's like a more of a natural thing. Yeah.
That does make sense. The quick run on these topics, the AI making games. Okay. I wanted to tell you guys, I don't know if you saw the post I made over on X. I think I also posted on Discord if I'm not mistaken, but I made a game called Flappy Plane. That's like, it's like Flappy Bird, but it's exactly what it looks like with airplanes, and you can fire missiles to like take out the buildings, and you can collect additional missiles. So if you don't think you're gonna make it through a gap, you can just nuke the building. And it's got sound effects and explosions and parallax scrolling of the ground and everything. 100% coded with Grok. Not a single line of code was edited. Like I literally did that entire thing just copying and pasting entire blocks, entire complete blocks of code every generation into an HTML file and running it. So, and it's all HTML. It's all HTML, Web3, CSS, JavaScript. But it plays like the Flappy Bird app on your iPhone. And look at the wiener. Got to get the wiener out, dude. Look at him. He's so cute. He's just the cutest dog ever. He is an awful sweet dog.
Go away. We'll play in a little bit, bud. Jeez.
Dude, I can tell he loves the shit out of you too, man. Like those little eyes and the way he wags his tail and stuff. He loves it. Yeah, absolutely.
He's my buddy.
Man,
my little fluffy boy.
I wish I had a dog, man. Don't get me wrong. It's like I love my cats, but cats just don't give you the same love a dog does. Like,
100%. I have had a couple. One cat actually that was pretty much should have been a dog, but like. Yeah,
you can get lucky. You can get lucky every once in a while, but my experience with almost every cat I've had throughout my life, with the exception of maybe one, I had one cat named Spook that was really cool. But yeah, they come. They're very food motivated, and that's it. Like the only time that my cats come around is when they want something. And sometimes they'll get a little lovey and they'll rub up against you, but then you pet them too much and they're like, "Oh, fuck you," and then they'll leave and then come back, leave and come back. Dude, growing up, I had dogs my entire life. Like growing up as a kid, and those dogs would take a bullet for you. Like those dogs wanted, like if you were even remotely mad at them for anything, you could just tell it just destroyed their world. They'd do anything to earn it back. Like you could tell, like they love like cats. Like I don't know, they play games. They're just motivated to achieve their goals. Dogs seem like legitimately, if you're not there, they get heartbroken. Like they really want to be there. They want to sleep with you. They want to protect you. It's like, God. So I do miss having a dog, but the problem is with my back the way it is and shit, I couldn't go out and walk him every day. But now that Xander's getting older, you know, whenever our cats decide to expire in the next 10 years or so, we'll probably get a dog. We need to get a dog.
Yeah.
But yeah, as far as like, if you guys want to make video games, like, and I'm not talking like going and making like the next like fucking World of Warcraft or whatever, like set your expectations somewhat low. Think Flappy Bird and Tetris and, you know, Mario Brothers and, you know, Centipede, and think like old 80s arcade games. If you want to create games like Grok, Gemini, even GPT-5 to some degree, you know, highly capable now, like even over a year, like last year I created a Tetris game and it took like several hours, like 58 prompts. I did get it to do it in the end, like with no editing of code, just copy and paste. I was able to get it to do Tetris, but it was a really lame version of Tetris that was very buggy. Within 3 prompts, I had a functioning Flappy playing game with graphics that I like transparency PNGs I downloaded from Google Images, sound effects I downloaded from some random sound site, and I literally just uploaded them as a part of the prompt. Like I just added them to the prompt, and I'm like, I want a game that's like Flappy Bird but with airplanes and buildings, and I want the difficulty to increase, and I want a leaderboard, and I want a menu, and I want to play background music. Here's the name of the file. And it just did it. And it took like 3 queries and then a couple of queries to do like bug fixes and stuff like that, to add features and bug fixes. But in the end, it's like, it's a fully fleshed out game with scoreboard, leaderboard, firing rockets, particle effects. The buildings actually like crumble into pieces and catch on fire. If you crash your airplane crashes on fire and crashes on the ground, plays crashing sound effects. And it's all in one HTML file, like the whole thing, all the JavaScript, all the CSS, everything for the fully functional game is in a file. So you can just throw that HTML file and the couple of graphics and sound files that, you know, you downloaded for it, just throw that into a fucking folder and put it on a web server. And anybody can just like click on it and play it, and it'll save the leaderboard and everything. No, you don't have to do anything. So, and that was, you could probably do a lot more if I was like, hey, use Unreal. Like, honestly, I don't know how deep these things go. Let's see, Gemini here. Create a simple 2.5D side-scrolling game similar to Mario Brothers using whatever graphics libraries work. Actually, I wouldn't even say that because it's too much. Just that, you know, that will run on Windows 11. You know, I'm gonna be. I highly doubt I'm gonna get anything that works out of this, because again, you have to, you know, you got to provide the graphics and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Okay. So it's like, of course, here's a straightforward guide to create a simple 2.5D scrolling game like Mario that'll run on Windows 11 using the Unity game engine because it's powerful, well-documented, and best of all, free for personal use. Okay, first go to Unity Hub, download the Unity Hub, install Unity Editor, open Unity Hub, go to Install tab, go to Recent LTS long-term support version. During installation, make sure you include Windows Build Support module. Create a new project in Unity Hub called New Project, select the 3D template, give your project a name like Side Scroller 2.5D, then choose a location to save it, and then it says creating the player. Let's make it simple. Create the player object in the hierarchy window. It says right-click, select 3D object, capsule, rename it to player, add a rigid body, right-click player, select inspector window on the right, select add component, and search for rigid body. This component adds physics like gravity to your player. And then it says constrain rotations. It says in rigid body component, find the constraint section, freeze rotation on X, Y, and Z axis to prevent the capsule from tipping over. And then it says write the player movement script, and it gives you all the code for the player movement script. It says create a C# script, call it player movement, and copy the below code into it. Okay, next step, build the level. It says create the ground, right-click 3D object, go to cube, rename it to ground. Scale the ground so that the ground scales to something like X50, Y1, Z5, giving it all of its dimensions. Tells you how to position it, how to tag it, how to add the physics to it. Then it says setting up the camera. It gives you a script to drop into the camera to follow your guy as he moves. And then the last one is building the game on Windows. It says open build settings, go to file build settings, set platform to Windows, Mac, and Linux. Add open scenes. So click on the add open scenes button to include your current level in the build. Click the build button, choose the folder where you want to save the game, and Unity will compile it to an executable that you can then run on any Windows 11 machines. That's it. You've basically created and built a basic 2.5D scrolling game. Dude. I mean, there's you know, you have to create the level with the obstacles, but it tells you how to do it. It tells you exactly how to position the ground and how to position how the physics and tie. So you know, here I'll say, can you just create a level for me so I don't have to do it, and then give me the full code and tell me where to put it. Because it's like telling me how to build the level, and it's like giving me the basics, like how to use the UI. But I'm like, no, fuck it, I don't want to do that. You just do it.
Yeah,
You just,
you do.
Make me a
code
level.
to paste.
Yeah, so here goes. Oh, of course. It's like, instead of placing, placing dozens of cubes, we can just write a script to generate a level for you procedurally. Here's the complete code for all 3 objects for player movement, camera follow, and level generator in the instructions below. Create a C# script in your assets folder named level generator. Open and paste the following code into it. It gives me about 100 lines of code. It looks like it's got a bunch of random calls, random range between min and max gap, random range between min and max height. So it's basically generating random obstacles and shapes to overcome. And then it says, okay, delete the old platform that you had in there, then go into the generator object, right-click hierarchy, create empty, rename it to level generator _, attach the script, drag the level generator CS script to your assets folder onto the level generator object in the hierarchy, and then press the play button.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it gives me the player movement script, which is another 100 lines of code, and then it gives me a camera follow script that's like 50 lines of code. And apparently if I input all this, I'll basically have a basic 2.5D side-scrolling game. I mean, this is fucking crazy, dude. This is fucking crazy. Can you make it so I download a bunch of images from Bing image search and give them to you so you can add them as obstacles and graphics and scrolling things in the background? I want this game to be really cool with minimal effort. Oh, okay. I finally hit the limit today. So that was, I didn't count how many it was.
That's it.
But yeah, I reached my limit on 2.5 Pro. But the cool thing is you can just switch from 2.5 Pro back to 2.5 Flash and just continue your conversation. It's just going to be a little more derp-to-derp. But there you go, guys. Go play with AI. It's scary as shit, quite honestly. But at the same time, it's really powerful, and it's getting more and more powerful every day. So you might as well enjoy it. It's going to take your job anyways. Like, it's going to take all of our jobs in the end anyway. So we might as well enjoy it while we can. And honestly, if you want to be useful in the future, this is going to be the thing to know, right? It really is the thing to know. Let's see here. Oh, and the final one is like Roblox. This is the last thing. I don't know if you guys heard, but Roblox has been defending some of the PDF files on their platform, if you know what I'm saying. Oh
yeah, man.
Yeah, this is no bueno. So my son plays Roblox, so I've had to have some conversations with him to make sure that he knows what's going on. And it's sad because there's a guy on there. Do you remember the name of the streamer who was banned?
I don't.
So Roblox actually banned a streamer who went after pedophiles on the platform. Like, he was literally like a pedophile hunter in real life, but he went after pedophiles in Roblox that were targeting and like grooming children and doing horrible things to children. I think he was even like posting like images and shit that were like super inappropriate, right? And he got banned from the platform for basically harassing predators. Like, it'd be basically like Chris Hansen getting arrested for like, catching a dude who was going to rape some girl.
Fucking these weird ass fucking ads that pop up third of the fucking website. There's this thing on. So I guess there's kind of this overview from Forbes where it's like Roblox published a lengthy statement to its website on Wednesday defending its ban of vigilante users, saying that while these users are well-intentioned, they said their actions evolved to become similar to actual predators, or they started impersonating children and actively sought to connect with adult users. Well, yeah, like that's called a sting. Like, that's how they fucking do it in real life. Kana, it's like this guy Kana, said in a TikTok on Wednesday that Roblox is not doing enough to address child predators. Published a petition on his website. Kana said that he's heard from creators and concerned parents about the urgent need for Roblox to do more to protect kids online, including stories of inappropriate interactions and algorithmic suggestions. Roblox told Forbes in a statement that it has been in touch with Kana's office and shares his commitment to addressing the blah blah blah. And it looks like Louisiana sued them, or is in the process of suing Roblox because of this kind of stuff.
What sucks is Roblox makes shitloads of money. They make so much money on this shit.
Yeah,
because these guys create like assets in the game, and like, because you can create shit in Roblox and sell it, right? It's like, it's an open marketplace for like writing code and games and rooms, and you can create all your own rules and stuff and charge people like credits or Robux or whatever to do shit. And so it's like the perfect territory for these predators to prey on children. And then you got Roblox.
Seriously.
Anytime they try to approach them, anybody tries to talk to them, they either ignore it or they deflect and act like, oh no, we do everything that we can to like protect the children. It's like clearly they're not. There's a million YouTube videos where these people have channels where they bring in hundreds of children, and it's clear what they're doing. And Roblox doesn't take the channel down for like several days because it's making so much money. And then they don't refund the money. Like even when they ban the people off the platforms, they don't refund any of the money because they got to keep a cut of it, and they would have to give up their cut also. So there's nothing incentivizing these predators to stay off the platform, because even if they get banned, they just come back under a new account, start selling the shit, make a bunch of money, and then when they get banned, they still get the money from what they sold. And it's fucked up. It's like, so yeah, I'm not too happy with Roblox. I've watched
whack.
a couple videos. This one was the one that like this was a straw that broke the camel's back, though. It's like when you are actively going after and banning people that are using their time to help children when you won't. That's fucked.
Yeah, exactly. It's this guy Schlepp is at the heart of the most recent crazy thing. He's got this thread from a couple days ago, and it's like Roblox tripled down in their latest newsroom post, outrageously comparing me to actual predators. He goes on to say, towards the end, Roblox boasts about their trusted flagger program, yet despite me asking for a direct line for nearly a year, Roblox has never contacted me in any way or offered me access to such a program. I'm still more than happy to work directly with the company, and I would ask for nothing in return. This would be a great opportunity for Roblox to repair the damage. And then there's even a community note with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 links to different news things on like this kind of stuff. The lack of moderation for user generated content is the contributing factor.
Wait a second. This has got to be like, I hope that this is a lie, but I just found a screenshot of a social media post from Roblox official account that says all predator catchers are hereby banned from Roblox and will be sued. Did they really say that? Hold on here.
Here's a link from here's the link to their,
and it says they're threatening to sue him. Is that true? Like,
let's see. We're sharing more information about why it was necessary to remove vigilantes from Roblox and the ways in which we review and act on reports of abuse on Roblox. While seemingly well-intentioned, vigilantes we've banned have taken actions that are both unacceptable and create an unsafe environment for users. Similar to actual predators, they have often impersonated minors, actively approached other users, then tried to lead them to other platforms to have sexually explicit conversations, which is against TOS. Accurate, timely reporting from our community is important. Reporting through the appropriate channels, including our custom design reporting tools immediately and with as much specific. Yeah, right. But nobody, they don't actually do anything about it.
No, check
our
this
decision,
out.
as we outlined recently, how Roblox partners with law enforcement. This is from the 7th.
I'm trying to find like if this post is real. I don't see it. I'm gonna guess it's not. But check this out.
Yeah.
So 21 hours ago, Roblox official account posted on X. CEO David Baszucki sits down with Roblox safety leaders to share how we're advancing safety and civility on the platform.
Oh yeah.
Here's some of the key topics that are covered. But there's a correction under. There's a community note correction under it, and it says Roblox has a history of refusing. So this means that everybody on the on X voted this up to be placed on this to correct it. Roblox has a history of refusing to take action against sexual predators, and it's a list of several accounts. Roblox has a history of ignoring child predator issues, silencing critics, and even suing those who expose them. Look up Ruben Sim. Yeah. Now they're threatening legal action against Schlepp for helping to get predators arrested. And there are a ton of links. Fox 32, NBC News, multiple YouTubes, WDBJ7.com, Bloomberg, Business Insider. And it says their own admin was caught grooming a 14-year-old. What? Sorry, I probably just like you raped everybody with that. Wow. Yeah. So this is Roblox tried to sue me for $1.6 million. This is Ruben Sim, and he literally caught an admin trying to groom a 14-year-old girl on the platform, and he actually got banned and he got threatened to be sued. So yeah, Roblox, fuck Roblox, man. I think I'm just gonna tell my kiddo that go to Rec Room, stay on Rec Room.
Yeah,
because this is fucked. Like, I mean, he's a good kid. He knows how to avoid this shit, and he knows how to report these people and ban them. He's really good at it. But I don't want to even remotely support or advocate a company that's doing this shit. This is fucked up. Like, and this isn't like just a few sources. This is like an ongoing thing. Like, the more I look at this, the more there are tons and tons of links and tons of reports over the years of them actively taking actions against the good guys while protecting the bad guys. That's fucked up. And it's because the bad guys make them money, right? This is that. You know what this reminds me of is the bullshit where YouTube. You remember back when YouTube was like allowing all those videos of like morning routine, little girls' morning routine or whatever, where there was fucking nudity being shown and stuff, and they wouldn't remove the videos. Have like 13 million views. People are reporting the videos, and they would never remove it. And they'd never respond to the tokens, and they got called out for it. There was like a huge thing because the advertisers found out that their ads were running on these videos. And I forget what they called it. It was something gate. It was one of the gate things. But anyways, YouTube got caught. They had to go do a bunch of shit and change a bunch of shit in the long run because so much shit came their way once more people knew about this that they had no choice but to respond to it. But it had that huge wave of people not come towards them. They were complacent with protecting it. And they were totally protecting it. Like you had to, like there were certain keywords that you search for where it wouldn't show up in any other search. You had to search for those keywords. And they would show up, even though those keywords weren't even in the videos. It was like YouTube was finding a way to pull those videos out of the view of like the common person that would report it, but keep it in the view of the predators. And it's like, there's no way that's an accident. Like there's no way. Too many things lined up for it to be an accident. But they finally did do something about it. It's still a problem, but you can tell that they're actively trying to do something about it now. Whereas Roblox seems like they're going the complete other way. Like they are just totally doing everything they can to protect their little cash cows.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Burn all the child predators, man. Set them all fire. They all need to die.
Yeah.
Matthew, I'll take this one last. Oh, thank you for the membership for 29 months. I appreciate it. Just a quick question before you end the stream. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
English or African?
What?
That's
I think that
that's the appropriate answer to that question. English or African swallow.
Really? It's not a joke? Because to me, it seems like I'm walking into a joke with this one.
I mean, that is the joke.
Oh,
because it's from Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Oh, how the fuck do I not know that? I've watched that movie a million times.
The guy in the bridge, he goes, what is your name? What is your quest? And then he goes, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? And then he responds, well, African or English? And then the guardian goes, well, what? I don't know that. Then he flies off and dies. Although, funny enough, there is actually, I think it's like out of MIT or somebody actually did the math of both an English and African swallow to get the airspeed velocity. They did the math for it, so you can actually look up what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow.
Are swallows faster than falcons? Because isn't like a peregrine falcon the fastest bird in the world or something?
Yeah, they get like 215 miles an hour or something like that.
It's like faster than terminal velocity somehow.
Yeah, well, because they launch, they like whoosh.
Oh, they whip
throw
themselves
down. Yeah, and it's like it's outrageously fast.
Because I've seen videos of them like striking another bird and they knock it out. Like when they hit the other bird, the bird just completely is unconscious and just falls to the ground. You're like, holy shit, how'd that not knock them out?
Graham says, did you guys read all the news about China overtaking the U.S. when it comes to powering AI? Dude, China is outpacing the U.S. when it comes to renewable energy, quality of life. And like, don't get me wrong, the Chinese Communist Party is not great by any means.
The government's but the people
outrageously authoritarian, but they are looking out for their citizens. Like, I know that it's like, you're not allowed to speak out against the government, and like the state owns everything or whatever. But like by most metric, from what you can see, at least from what does get out, it's pretty good. Well, but I mean, they're outrageously racist, and like they are doing some horrible things to like the Uyghur Muslims and stuff, and like China is terrible. However, they are doing some good things in certain places, in certain aspects.
The thing is, they have very few regulations. They have a massive workforce. They have a low cost of living. Well, I mean, depending on the region and stuff, but still a relatively low cost of living. They're investing heavily in energy and nuclear, like crazy. Dude, so they have all the power in the world, right?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing is it's like mildly cyberpunkish, but like it's not like neon and glitz, but like they have these, I guess, it's like cities that are just these like massive towers. They're just like, it's like a big like giant apartment building sort of, but it's like everything you need is in this big is in this same freaking giant building. Essentially, you live
Dude,
there,
you
you go down the
electric
floors,
cars?
and it's like.
Have you seen the electric cars
Dude,
they have,
the
like
coolest
BYD or
fucking
whatever?
electric cars, man.
Yep.
They're so
Cheap,
cool.
Too. Cheap as shit,
so
too.
cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
for $60,000, you can get a
It's weird.
1,500 horsepower Porsche 911 clone.
As shitty and authoritarian as the government is, they do seem to be taking care of their people. They seem to be, from what you can see coming out of China, it looks like they are heavily invested in making their people, and that's where some of the like heavy racism and stuff comes in. It does like it, you know, they're it's a little mix, but they are heavily invested in making their people like successful.
Yeah, and they're massively investing into shit like military too, because they're going to expand one way or another, and they're going to make sure they can do it. And Trump's going to give them all the fucking slack that they need to pull it off. But I'll tell you this: that we haven't been able to slow them down with AI because we put shitloads of sanctions on them that they can't get like the best graphics cards for running the AI training, but they get a hold of them anyways. They literally go around all the sanctions because they have like unlimited resources. They have so much fucking money to blow. They can get them anywhere.
Yeah. I sold a broken 4090, and I looked up where it was shipping it to, and it was a freight forwarder, and somehow or another it included the final destination address, and it was going to China. And the guy was like, "Hey, I just want to make sure." Like it still has the GPU and the VRAM like on the card, right?
It's all they care about. They're gonna depot all those electronics, move them over up. Yep.
And they build out their own custom like out over the top super high VRAM. It's basically still a 4090, but it's gonna have like 68 gigs of VRAM or something on it in the end.
Right now they take a 4090. They take a 4090, and they probably do it for the 5090 too. But I know for the 4090 for sure. If they basically buy the 4090, get it through a third party to get it through the embargo or whatever, not the embargo. They get it one way or another, and then what they do is they fucking take the circuit board, throw it out, use their own circuit board that has RAM placement on both sides of the board. Then they take it from 24 gig to 48 gig, and the cost is $1,500 for the upgrade. So think you spend about $1,000 on the card, $1,500. So you're into the card like $2,500. Maybe $3,500 on the high end, and you have a 48 gigabyte, which you can't even buy from Nvidia. You have a 48 gigabyte 4090 or 5090 that has a custom firmware on it that's like optimized for AI and like AI training. So they basically take these 4090s, these 5090s, and then they double the RAM. That's something that we don't even have. Nvidia doesn't even sell us 48 gig cards here. You have to buy their Pro line, like their A100s. They're really expensive shit. So China's able to get way more power, bang for their buck in the end, because they don't have to buy the professional cards. They can just massively upgrade these consumer cards. And because they're running their own custom firmware and shit, they don't care if they get new drivers from Nvidia or if the new drivers work or not. All they give a shit is if it works with AI training. If it works with AI training, they just set it and forget it and leave it and run it until it's irrelevant and they can move to the next card. But apparently, I watched Steve's video from Gamers Nexus, and he was showing that anybody can just go into any store over there and just buy a 4090 or a 5090. You're not supposed to be able to get a 4090 or a 5090 in China, period. Like that card is not supposed to even exist in the market there. But you can walk into any shop in China and they have them in stock. Like in like pallets of them everywhere. You can get them everywhere. Now you pay a premium. I want to say the price was like $2,000 for like a 24 gig 4090 and like 25 or something. They were higher priced. They were like probably 50 to 60% more expensive than here. But you can get them. That's the whole thing. Is everybody's like, oh, China can't get these cards. Nvidia's not shipping the cards in China and shit. And so then why the fuck do they have pallets and pallets of them? They literally have more of them in stock there than we do here in the United States. It's just wild, dude. It's fucking wild. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up. I gotta get some sleep. I didn't even go to sleep last night. Just dealing with stomach issues. I'm sorry you guys didn't see me on Twitch this last week either very much. I was not doing so hot, guys. Not doing so hot, but I'm hoping I start feeling better here pretty soon. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep.
Do it.
You go enjoy your weekend, sir.
Okay.
And as for the rest of you, please enjoy your weekend. Enjoy every day you can.
Or else.
just assume that tomorrow you're not going to have what you have today. So enjoy what you have today while you can. You know,
that means eat all your snacks right now.
Eat all your snacks. You know, touch yourself wherever you need to touch yourself. You know, hey, it's healthy, right? Got to get exercise.
Wash your hands.
Wash your hands. Always wash your hands in that order. All right,
before
guys.
and after.
So,
all right,
take it easy. I'll see you guys next time.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.